Oh my god, my face is so round. Good evening. Hello, hello. Good evening po. Ay, Ma'am Chin. You're here. Thank you so much. Good evening po. Good evening. Tadan. Say good evening, honey.
Good evening.
Hello guys. Good evening po. Salamat ti Arlene. Good evening to the 7 million viewers in the house. Late ka 2 minutes. Naligo pa ako. Late for 2 minutes. It's okay.
She's always late. I keep telling her, be there a couple
Hello,
minutes
Sir
early.
Jeff. At Arlene said. Hello, Sir Jeff.
Hello.
Everybody knows you.
Arlene.
Yeah, Ate Arlene. Good evening, said Ate Arlene. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. If you want to ask any questions or do you have any topic today to discuss, Annie? I'm not prepared. I didn't prepare anything because I'm just waiting for their questions and answer and opinions. So today we've been to Tacloban, yeah? So
we bought a water dispenser.
Yeah.
So we went to what? North Tacloban Mall.
North Tacloban.
They seemed like they went up in price from the last one we bought for Cebu condo.
Yeah.
So we wanted to look at other places. So then we went to, what's the place in Alliance? There's
Imperial.
Imperial. They didn't have very many.
Yeah.
Then we went in
Metro.
We went
to Metro.
And we went to
Hello,
Metro.
Ma'am Chin. Evening.
And Metro had one, so we bought one there.
Thank you so much, MMLS. So thank you so much. So on sale, yeah, we bought it was 11,000, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was on sale, so we have a good deal with it. So 9,000. And then while we were in the supermarket, we met.
Oh yeah,
we met the
black man in the village.
a vlogger here, and then also someone recognized me. Tadan! Someone recognized us in the
Metro.
Supermarket Metro.
Supermarket.
Yeah, they came from the US, and then they're one of the
Friend of Breezer's.
one of Breezer's coffee friend, and then he was one of the viewers that commented that they're looking for a house in somewhere in Tacloban in Leyte. He put a comment in one of my videos, and then he was trying to look for house to rent because they will stay here for
about 3 months.
3 months.
June, he said. But it's very hard.
Walking face is so around. Hello, Dennis, bestie. How are you? Oh my gosh, you're here.
So I told her, I said, you'll know when you're a real YouTuber when somebody comes up to you and notices.
Yeah,
and that happened.
They recognize us. I'm becoming a YouTuber already, honey, because they recognize me.
Yeah, you're the YouTuber.
So they were expat also in the Philippines and married to a Filipina. So yeah, they recognize us. Mega love shout out to Arlene. As usual, may supporter. Dennis, hello. How are you? Ate Arlene said, mega love shout out, Dennis. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. You were absent last night. Roll call. Are you sure they did not
No.
saw Jeff?
I'm not the tallest. Black
above
man in the
all
village
people?
was there too.
Yeah, it's not the tallest.
He's taller than me.
Black man in the village is taller than you. Yeah. So yeah, Black man in the village YouTuber is taller than him.
But it could have been one of the reasons why they would notice us because if they just looking around, my head's poking up higher than most.
Most of the Filipinos. But So I remember when we were in cruise ship for the like a cruise ship that has a
Yeah, I
lot
was
of
short.
westerners. You were
Yeah,
the short,
I was kind of
kind of short.
maybe
Yeah,
a middle or low height because
yeah.
on the cruise for lots of Americans. It seems like
Americans.
everybody's like 6'4" now.
But if you are in the Philippines,
In the Philippines, yeah, well,
you
the average Filipino is probably what,
yeah
5'3", 5'4".
five. Yeah,
Women are
5'2".
5 feet.
I'm 5'5".
Yeah, you're tall for a Filipino.
Yes, I fell asleep last night. I did not sleep the night before, but this time I just went into the stream waiting while putting my volume at 100%.
Wake her up.
Thank you. Thank you po. Thank you so much, Dennis. He's my bestie. Bestie, thank you so much. 100%. Thank you po. Thank you so much. So we don't have really, I don't have really topic today. Just telling you guys about what had happened today. So we were Tony Wolfie. Hello, sis. Good evening. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming. So we're just telling about what had happened, and then on the way back home, we were.
About 100 people were
100
looking in
people.
the river as we came
Yeah, and
between
then
Palo
there
and
were cars that parked on the side, and we want to know what's happening. So
we thought a car went in the river, but there was no
Yeah.
break in the concrete wall. So we stopped to look.
stop and look, and then someone
There was
drowned.
somebody, they were trying to find somebody that they thought had drowned.
Yeah, there was a kid that was drowned and fell in that river.
Sad.
Yeah, and then they couldn't find it. My gosh. So that's why I thought there were accident like a car that was
Yeah.
what was it?
So we thought, yeah, because it looked like they had an emergency vehicle
Emergency. Yeah, there are also some policemen
Yeah,
and
there was
rescuers. So
but they weren't in there rescuing anything. The policemen were
yeah,
just
only one in the
standing
river.
on
They're
the
standing and
shore
waiting. Maybe,
watching.
yeah, they're just watching.
There's a couple guys in there on a boat.
Yeah. So Tony Wolfie, hello, hello. Thank you, sis, for coming. Thank you so much. Umiikot ka saglit, sis. Ah, umikot? They said that there's no problem in Wi-Fi already.
There's Wi-Fi problem here now.
Yeah, they said, but it's okay now.
Our Wi-Fi
early-
should be working better than
Yeah.
it did last week because now we put our
Starlink.
Starlink router inside.
Inside,
before
yeah.
it was outside. So we drilled a hole through the concrete.
My gosh, my
With
face is
wiring.
all, it doesn't fit already.
I know my face is all, yeah, my face is too.
See that often at rivers with weird currents. It's sad. Often friends who try to help down as well. Nobody in the water. It was just one person that was looking in the water. There was just maybe waiting.
Mostly there was just one guy just kind of waiting,
Yeah.
holding the boat, and then the other guy was standing on the boat poking
Yeah.
a bamboo post down in the water to see if they could feel something.
Faru, hello, Faru. How are you, my dear? Very good. Thank you so much. Like 5, thank you. Nakikinig lang. Salamat, Ma'am Chin. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's the sad thing that everybody, there are a bunch of people who are just watching. Isn't it in the US, if there's any happening, something like that incident, they will go down the river and then try to help find for that person who is missing. They will do like that? In the Philippines, they're just watching. Only when
Well, it all depends on where you're at too. You might, if you have a big bridge,
only
much
one
different. But if it's just a river
person
like
who were
that,
in the river.
Yeah.
So,
well, the river there. You can't really see because it's so murky. There's no.
yeah.
You can't see anything if you got in there. The only thing you can do is feel because it's so muddy. So you could tell it. You couldn't
Yeah, but
see
at
through
least
that.
they will just go through the river and
Yeah, but how deep was it? Look, it seemed like
it's
it was,
very deep, so
yeah,
much
it was-
deep because
the pole was going down maybe
yeah.
6-7 feet deep. To hit
And
the
that-
bottom.
Yeah, but it was just near to the side. And
Yeah, but that's right where the side
Yeah.
the water comes around on the curve and it looks like that where it
yeah.
would probably cut in deep.
Hello, Sis Fariha, Sis Ate Arlene. How are you, Brother Jeff? Learn with Fariha. She is from Bangladesh. Sis Fariha, Ate Arlene said, not
No
too
more
late.
crocodiles. Did they used to have crocodiles in the river? It
Crocodile?
says no more crocodiles. No more crocodiles there anymore.
What? More crocodiles.
Did they have crocodiles?
Not too late. It's 8 minutes. Not too late. Congrats, your milestone passed the 1K subs already.
Yeah.
It's been third. This has been the third time that it's
But it goes
already
back down.
1,000.
Goes up and down.
1,000. I know, bestie. But then it's just goes up and down, up and down. That's why I just let it. Okay, I will wait for YouTube to message me to do something in it. So just waiting. So I'm expecting it will go down again. I don't know. So yeah. 1K congrats. Thank you so much, Mom Chin. Yesterday, she got it. Well, yeah, but I'm still waiting for YouTube if it's final 1K or what's the next process or what's the next. So it's okay. Thank you so much anyways. Thank you. I'm happy for this. I didn't expect that I will reach for 3 months. So yesterday she got it. At least no more crocodiles there anymore. What are you crocodiles? The trolls? Crocodiles?
Crocodiles, in the river.
Ah, in the river.
For
You
the-
know, yeah, that river is well known for crocodiles.
Oh, really? Maybe
Yes.
that's why they weren't in the river.
Yeah. It's very well known
Maybe
for
a
crocodile.
crocodile got the kid.
Oh, we don't know because it's a big river and it's connected to. Connected
To the ocean.
No, it's a very long river. Nanay, there was one kid drowned in somewhere in Palo, the river in Palo.
They're thinking of it. We didn't see that. They thought
So Dennis
said
said
that.
to your banana. To your banana, to my
What?
banana.
the
So,
banana. What's that?
banana is a subscriber.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Sir Danny said to your banana, yeah, many years ago, the Philippines had the biggest crocodiles in the world, but I don't think they have them anymore in the
No.
world.
Did they-
Still they exist. Crocodiles they exist here. Some of them are just 2 legs.
Did you ever eat them? Crocodile?
No,
Because on the cruise ship, I've had crocodile.
yuck. There's a menu in the cruise ship.
Yeah, on the cruise ship, and sometimes it's one of the special things.
Yeah, crocodile in the Philippines is
I
very
guess-
well known.
I-
They are the politicians.
Actually, it was
we call them
it's-
crocodile.
It's not crocodile, alligator, but I guess they're kind of related. On the
Yeah,
cruise ship, you have
it's just a
alligator.
family of
Yeah.
crocodile, so it's just the smaller version maybe. We call it here in the Philippines ibid. You know, James and Karen, they catch it. That's
They
that's
catch
the
the
thing.
crocodile?
No, it's not crocodile. It's kind of
Or
alligator. It's a
alligator,
family
yeah.
of crocodile, but just the smaller. We call it ibid. I don't know in English actually.
Oh, that was the one that they showed on the guide?
Yes, that's
Oh, yeah,
the
it's
one
more
you
like a
ate.
lizard, between a lizard and a crocodile.
Yeah,
kinda.
but there's no lizard like this big, big. So that's the one you ate.
Well, it's almost like what do they have in Mexico?
Yeah, crocodile here in the Philippines has 2 legs. They are the politicians, so we call them crocodile. Yeah. So, good evening, Sir Bill. How are you? Hi, Jeff. Says
I too have 8 crocs, yeah.
Yeah, Sir Bill. Jeff is watching your channel, so I have to 8 crocs. Crocodile.
Is Bill the one that must have a gigantic garage for all the things he buys online?
yeah. Like you
I bet
have so
we-
much stuff. Last night, James argued with me. Why? What happened, Sir Bill? Hi, Irene. Irene mom says, Fariha. What happened? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. So, si Smilene, marami talaga buhaya dyan sa Pilipinas. Yes, the Arlene. I told them that the crocodile here in the Philippines has 2 legs. So they are the politicians. We call them crocodile.
Okay.
Because
I get that.
Crocodile. Yeah, Ate Arlene, that's true. True Lala. So yeah, we're lucky today because we went to Mang Inasal, which is like only two person were
Yeah, well,
there.
we
There
were
was
got-
first time that we encountered that there's no people in
We,
the queue.
we
But
were
it
there
was
about 10 o'clock this morning. So,
but usually at 10 o'clock, it's big.
well, on Sunday I think it's but usually by 10:30 or 11 it's pretty crowded. Because when we always go there,
Mm,
we usually always there like 10:30,
yeah.
and the Ming in the cell is always so crowded. We say, let's go to McDonald's.
Mm.
So
Ate Arlene, I know who is it. Number one yung nasa Leyte crocodile. I know who are you talking, Ate Arlene. The crocodile is one of the politician here that I told you before. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Ate Arlene, I know that. Where is the celebration cake? Celebration cake. So James, we're wrong. I can becoming a Filipino.
I have a
Sir
bar-
Bill, Sir Bill already passed the becoming Filipino. He applied before like 3 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah?
So he the same with who is that becoming a Filipino channel? I forgot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
So you'd actually get to be you have a Philippine passport.
Yes.
Really?
So number one yung nasa Leyte. Yeah, Ate Arlene, I know that. Maylene, where is celebration cake? Let's give me a piece of cake. Let's celebrate for
bottom?
1K.
What's a bottom smile? Jeff, you have a bottom smile?
Bottom smile. Ahaha.
What's a bottom smile?
I don't know. What do you mean, Sir Bill? Bottom smile. Jeff, you have a bottom smile. Ahaha. What's that bottom smile?
I
You
don't
have
know.
bottom smile. So, di ko babanggitin. News ni Arlene, di ko rin babanggitin. I will not tell them. Oh, Jeff, I will
Bottom
be
half
I will
of
be
his face.
dual.
Bottom half of his face.
It's because bottom of his face you have with this. Oh yes,
I don't know.
James Wrong become a Filipino. Almost done. I almost done. Okay. Number one yung nasa Leyte. So Mylene, where is celebration cake? I read already. We don't have cake, Faru. I will just maybe have to celebrate if it's already been like YouTube will send me something to do like what's the next send me information to
Yeah.
have your PIN number, something like
Yeah.
that. That's the point there.
When they want to send you a check, they'll ask you where they want you to put it.
The Arlene, di ko babanggitin. Yeah, or if I will be dual. I will be dual.
Dual, so
Yeah,
you actually get a dual passport. You get a American and
dual.
a Philippine
Kulas has a
passport.
Philippine passport. Kulas has a Philippine passport now. He was a Canadian. Kulas, do you know
Canadian.
Kulas?
Kulas? What's Kulas?
Kulas, the name of the becoming Filipino.
Oh, I know. I don't know Kulas, but I know the channel Becoming Filipino.
Maybe that's his name.
Kulas is his name.
Kulas, yeah. Bottom of his face.
Yeah,
So
we've watched
you
his,
two are
his show.
cute.
We watched his videos a number of times.
You two are cute. Cute. We are old cute. Sir Bill, the word cute is applied only for those who are younger. You are young,
Yeah,
so
like a
you look
puppy
like cute.
or a new baby.
We are already old. I'm old, so yes, you two are awesome. Thank you, Faru. Thank you so much. Been married a long time. Think you will be good. Mhm. Yes, gago talaga. Lahat cute. Ha ha ha. See, Sir Bill knows how to speak Tagalog already. He knows everything. So thank you so much, guys, for my 8 million viewers in the house. Anyone wants to ask question, you can ask opinion and share your ideas here. So this is a segment every Sunday to share some ideas or question to me and Jeff. So you can ask anything about us.
Mm.
How about you? You have any idea to
Well,
share any?
I was going to say that it's been eye opening that to me that you think you have a nice transportation when you have a truck, and then you realize your truck is diesel and the diesel goes up twice as much as the gasoline. So you're kind of kind of, you can't buy the gasoline. It's cheaper. You have to buy the
Cheaper.
diesel.
Yeah, diesel.
But
It's
we just
increased
saw
really.
over here,
30%. maybe
diesel all went over $1 a gallon, a
Yeah.
dollar a liter anyway.
later.
And some of them it's between 105 and 120.
Yeah,
For a
yesterday
liter
it was
of-
105 here, yeah?
Yeah, that's the cheapest I seen it today. Driving around.
106.
There was 105, 106, and then there was
106,
118 and 120, I
yeah.
think, depending on where you're at.
Mm.
But yeah, regular
Gasoline.
gasoline's like in the 80s, but diesel's all over. I never saw one of them under 100. So it's just, yeah, crazy. So not good to have a diesel truck right now.
Diesel truck, yeah, it's the very, very expensive one. I'm
Electric, yeah.
becoming a Philippine citizen, so this is Sir Bill, to protect me and to get my permit.
That means they can't kick you out afterwards, can you? They like here.
So that's the
here
purpose
with
of
the SRV. If you misbehave, they'd send you back.
But becoming Filipino,
Yeah.
they can't kick you back.
Yeah.
So
I have a permanent resident visa for Mexico, but it's kind of it's kind of almost like that. It's not a passport, but they can never take it away. But I guess if I broke the law, they probably could. I wonder. I guess if you had a passport, they wouldn't be able to do anything. They'd put you in jail.
Yahoo, Sir Bill! Lakat!
Like, I would buy some gas, but the gas won't
Yay.
work in my diesel truck.
Buy some gas. Lakat, thank you so much.
Well, we have
Hello, Sir
we
Bill.
can put it in the scooter.
Yeah, we can put in the motorcycle and we will have a ride. Thank you so much, Sir Bill. Wow, my colorful night today. Yeah, thank you so much. Ta-da!
Mm.
I'm almost there for my $500. Ala, nice one. Thank you, Sir Bill. Thank you so much. Better to have a diesel than an electric without charging points. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
What do people think about the electric cars that are coming here? You know, we got some electric cars coming in. Didn't we see no, that was in Cebu. We saw the
Cebu,
green.
yeah,
The
Cebu.
green. What do they call it? Green something. It's like a Uber or a Grab,
blue.
but it's a green car.
A green car, yeah.
Remember, they're all
Same in
electric.
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam, and they don't have them here yet, but I imagine they'll be coming here.
Mm. Sir Bill, thank you so much. God bless you
Ins-
more. God bless you
Instead
more.
of deporting, they can only jail. I'm not sure what is worse.
Source.
Yeah, jail here. I wouldn't want to be in the jail here. Is what's the one guy that's in jail?
Pro-life?
Pro-life traveler. Yeah,
Traveler.
is he still in jail here? Or did they let him go?
I think he's still here. Tambay na here, sis Maylene.
I thought he worked it out.
Okay lang, te. Thank you so much, te. Te Arlene, thank you so much. So, yeah. Faru, thank you for the heart, Faru. Thank you so much. Sir Bill, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. My God. Oh, you can reach that. Instead of deporting, they only
Put you
jail.
down.
Not sure what is worse.
Mm.
No, it's worse if you are in jail. Deporting, you can go to your family. You can go back to your family if you have family.
Yeah, it might not be good to have a passport. They can't deport you. They'll just put you in jail.
Yeah.
Better behave. That's all you can say. Better behave. Don't do
Yeah.
anything bad.
May panggas ka na daw. So I have, Ate Arden says you have already something to buy gas. The 500.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Sir Bill. What's this? Web is
Been
me.
here 12 years. Yeah, I can't understand why people do some bad stuff either. It's just kind of weird.
Been here 12
Most
years.
of
I don't
most
understand
of the people I
about-
know that are foreigners, they come here and they're very happy to be here, and they go out of their way to be kind to everybody.
Pro-life is still in the Philippines jails. It was Vitali who was released and deported after 9 months.
But
Yeah.
Then
Pro-life.
pro-life guy. I thought when they first put him in jail, it seems like just a week later. I thought he
Bought the
paid
car.
to get out. I thought he paid somebody. Maybe it was
No,
to have the
no.
charges reduced or something.
Still here.
Hmm.
And then, what do you call this one?
Maybe they're going to keep him for, oh, maybe they'll keep him like Vitali for 9 months and then let him go.
Vitali? Vitali went already.
Yeah, after
Released.
9 months they let
Maybe
him.
also they will do that
That's
for
what I was
pro
saying.
life. Yeah,
So I thought maybe
yeah.
to make sure he doesn't want to come back.
Must be simple. Must be simple. Live, share when you can. Yeah. So there were must be simple. Must they be simple? Live, share when you can.
Have a simple life. Share
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you can. Yeah.
So there was one guy. One time we were watching in YouTube that they're doing the billiard, and then the foreigner guy, was like lost 3,000.
his
Do you
money.
remember that? Lost his
Yeah, yeah.
money. He always lose the game. You remember that? Yeah, we were watching. He was drunk. My gosh, that foreigner was drunk, and he was
Yeah.
trying to punch the face of the Filipino.
Yeah.
And there was a good Filipino that he took him back to his apartment. Maybe took him in a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's so many people that come
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Most people come here are usually, not they're low income, so they come here to survive,
Survive.
and then they
Yes.
don't have anything really to do other than sit around
Mm.
and drink, and then they
Faru.
get drunk and do bad things. Seems like that's one of the reasons why I don't go to the bars. I don't want to hang out with
Yeah, and that guy
anybody
was
that drinks.
too young. I don't think so. He was retired. He was too young. The
Yeah.
one we watched.
Yeah, there is a lot of young guys here now.
It's
A lot of
abusive.
young bloggers that are coming, and I guess they're being able to support
Serbia
themselves.
Lasing. Serbia. He's drinking his sleeping drink. He said he is drunk. He has typo something error. So that's the thing. If you travel, being happy to be where you are or causing issues, I don't understand those causing troubles and feel ashamed on their behalf. But what can we do? Just deport them. Yeah, they're abusing. They should not bring their attitude here in, and because they are only alien here. So some of the people just ignore, but there are some that they will complain about you. So you were lucky if, like for example, the one we watched, one of the Filipinos saved him and bring him to take him to his apartment. Maybe took the motorcycle, and so he was trying to punch the face of a Filipino because he said that he has, how much was it? 3,000. Okay, I'll give you 3,000 if he lose the game. So I came here after 17 years at Intel. Money is not a thing. Intel, what's Intel? Intel is a company that
Yeah, Intel. Intel makes the chips for computers.
computers.
It used to be big, really big, in the 80s, 90s. It was always advertised Intel inside. Computers would always say Intel inside because they all had Intel.
Okay.
But
So I went to a bar one time in the Philippines, did not even finish my drink, paid and left. It's just not my environment. Yeah, it's good because there are also lots of drunk people. It's
yeah,
dangerous
I
sometimes.
feel the same way. I go into a bar. There was a place in Dumaguete I used to go to for breakfast all the time, called Sideways. And one time I went there for dinner, and it was like there must have been 20, 30 expats there, and they're maybe my age or older, and all they're doing is just getting drunk and just kind of trying to out talk everybody. So it was the last time I went for dinner.
Yeah.
Just kept going for breakfast. That's about it. But I found it better to stay away from groups of expats.
Yeah.
It just seems like it. I don't need to listen to what they're talking about. Usually they talk about things I don't care about. I don't even want to talk about them.
My email was BL. at Intel. Okay. Okay, Sir Bill. Maria Marites. Hello, good evening. Maria Marites. Galing na.
Bill, not Intel, Bill, okay.
So,
So,
hello. Oh,
lasting Bill.
Jinsky TV. Thank you so much for coming. Good evening to you. Hello, 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 Maria. Maria said, okay, wait lang. Maria, are you active in your YouTube? Thank you so much, Jinsky. Hello. Good evening to you. In regards to everybody here, thank you for coming. Maria, sorry, lasing Bill at Intel. So that's Sir Bill email. It's Maylene. She is my friend from Philippines. Oh, thank you so much, Faru. Jinsky, thumbs up. Thank you. Hindi ako marunong mag-Pilipino. Oh, talaga? Really? Like a thank you so much. She only understand English. Okay. Same for me. I prefer to stick with the locals. No big talks and just good vibes. Yes, that's a good thing. Maria, you know Philippine language. Faru, she said she doesn't know how to speak Tagalog in our language. I mean, good evenings. Thank you, Januski TV. Bakit you call me Sir Bill?
What does that mean?
You told me before that that's your name. What's your real name, Sir? No, Rep. Bakit you call me Sir Bill? It's nice to see she at least makes effort to translate. Yeah. Siyempre ako
Bill is my
matanda.
name. It says Bill, so.
So Bill is my name. Okay. He doesn't want me to call him Sir Bill. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
just Bill.
This Bill.
Well, doesn't everybody call it sir and ma'am?
Yeah,
Like,
everybody here
everybody
calls
calls
Sir
me
and
Sir
Mom.
Jeff.
So yeah, Sir
No matter
Jeff.
where I go, it's Sir Jeff.
Sir Jeff, Sir Mom, like that. So yeah. Faru, thank you for the love. Just Bill. Okay. Okay, Bill. Sir. Bestie. Hmm. So guys, thank you so much for coming to my live stream. Thank you for my 11 million viewers in the house. Hmm. Dennis, thank you so much. Appreciate it a lot for your time. I know you're busy with your new business. You told me you have your he has this, I don't know, I forgot what's his business, new business. Jeff, you doing okay? Are you doing okay, Jeff?
Yeah,
Said,
I'm doing okay. Yeah,
you doing okay.
I got many projects to do,
Many
but I didn't come here to do projects, so I take my time on doing it. So today was a rest day.
rest day is Sunday.
I didn't do any projects today. Just
Adjust.
we got a water dispenser. That's all.
So I know it's hard to adjust, he said. Bill said.
Oh, but you're talking about just doing okay in the Philippines. I've been here 3.5 years, and I think I felt like home after 6 months. So, it's just like any other expat, there's things I get frustrated with, the slowness of trying to buy something. But just like what was it yesterday? I repiped our water system. There's a few things that I want to change, and a couple of things that leak that I want to change to repair. But every time we go to the hardware store, we have a hard time finding it. And so
Yeah.
when there's just one or two things, and they're kind of specialty things, and then you go to 3 hardware stores, they don't have it. Finally, I got fed up with it, and I said, I'm going to get everything I need. Get online, go to Lazada, order everything. Everything's going to be here next week.
Yeah.
And then I'll just let it leak for a week, and then I'll go fix it a week later.
Yeah.
So when all the parts come, because it's just so frustrating, because that's one of the things. But I'm doing fine here. I love it here. I have no problems.
Gago, frustrated. He knows the expression. Sir Bill always knows how to speak Tagalog. Yes, I want thinking that, yes, I was thinking that being there to relax in retirement, and look at him collecting tools and work.
Well, that's the other thing. My whole life has always been, building things, and because I was a contractor, and even when I wasn't working for money, I always had a little project going. All kinds of things. It went when we moved in this place almost a year ago, and we were doing the lot wall along the lot. We saw this thing on Aircrete on YouTube, and we thought that was really cool. So I went and bought all the stuff and did it myself to see how it worked and stuff. And that was just something to do. Whether we didn't gain anything other than just knowing that we could do that if we wanted to. But just things like that. It was just fun things to do. So, and here in this place, it's there's always a project to do. From putting a fan light in.
Yeah, he did everything here. So,
But some things I don't want to do. Like we had a door moved in the block wall,
yeah.
moved from one spot over about 4
Over.
feet into a different spot.
Mm.
We hired the guys to do it, but
Mostly with the relationships. Frustrated mostly with the relationships.
well, I gotta have a nice woman here that puts up with me when I get frustrated. So
Talaga mas maganda dito. He said it's beautiful here in the Philippines. Look, he's saying Tagalog already.
Yeah.
So for you, thank you for the heart. Jeff is slow. Learn Filipino. He doesn't want to learn.
my hearing is so bad; it's really hard
Yeah,
for me
that's
to
the
hear.
problem.
So it wouldn't help if I knew the language because I couldn't hear.
Yeah, it's hard for him.
Unless you're in a quiet room, I really have a hard time hearing people.
Yeah, that's a problem for him because he couldn't hear good on right ear.
Yeah,
Right ear.
my right ear doesn't work.
You have the what do you call it? Hearing aid, but it's not working. Yeah.
Well, no, I had the hearing aid, but now there's no hearing in that ear at all.
Yeah, I mean the hearing aid that you got has like they got sound from the backside only. What do you explained to me before?
No, they have a hearing aid where there's two hearing aids, one for each side.
Okay.
But what happens is the ear that I don't have hearing in, which is this one, it sends a signal to the other hearing aid, and so you hear it over here. So if Mylene was on the other side of me talking to me, I can barely. I have to turn my head to understand what she's saying, even in a quiet room. So and in when there's any kind of music around or anything, I can't hear. So that would help, but we haven't pursued it anymore because we've been busy doing other things. But there's also the cochlear implant, and cochlear implant. I think.
Yeah,
it was.
in
And
Chongwa.
we went to talk to a hearing aid, and they didn't even want to even consider it. They wanted us to do all these other things first. So we have to. I guess we have to go through the other things. Try the other hearing aid, but I don't know if that would really help or not. But
Tenga, talaga. Tenga. Bill knows what's the Tagalog of ear, so it's tenga. My ears are pagod.
it means no good.
Pagod means tired.
Tired.
Yes, better to be careful learning before you think you compliment someone, but instead you congrats them for their funeral. Good evening to you, Ate Debbie. Welcome po sa aking live stream. Jeff and Mylene, and to everyone. Good evening po. Thank you, Ate Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Jopa, good evening. Hello. Good evening po. Welcome, Debbie. Ate, Learn with Fariha. Faru said, Ate Debbie. Hi there, Gibbies. From Dennis. Welcome, Jopa. How are you all? Said Fariha. Hello, Fariha from Jopa. Hey, Joe. Dennis said. Faru, thank you for the love. Tag Dennis. Keeping up with Gibbies. Good. Joe and Fariha. Joe and Fariha. Hi, Dennis from Ate Debbie. Keeping up with the Gibbies is Ate Debbie. So I'm great, Jopa and Debbie. Thank you so much, Faru. So, guys, if you want to connect, Faru, learn with Faru, yes, Faru. So, if you want to connect with them, Faru, if you're not yet connected with them, you can connect with them. So, Jeff, question: do you still wear socks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I
Yes,
still wear
even though it's
socks.
hot here.
Yeah,
Hello, good
because
evening.
mainly because
Seago Cooks.
I don't wear the flip flops. I always wear shoes.
He has always socks, even inside the house. He's thinking he's still in America.
No. Well, now I do. But usually I take my
You
shoes off
do. You do.
and just put my sandals on with bare feet. But
Been listening to you while doing the laundry and cleaning the house at the same time. Thank you, Ate Debbie. I never wear anymore. See, he's a Filipino. You're becoming Filipino already, Bill. Debbie, did you try the peanut butter pie at Village Inn? Peanut butter pie? That must be good.
Mm.
Do you know that, honey?
um,
Peanut butter
no,
pie
well,
and Village Inn.
I've had peanut butter pie, but I don't think it Village Inn. But that would be in the States.
Yeah, it's in the States. They said, Cici, do you want to learn Philippine language? Hindi means no in Filipino. Hello, good evening to you, Cici. Cici Go Kids? Hindi means no in Filipino. Yeah, you are Hindi. Hindi is Indian. So, Hindi in Filipino term is no, means no. So, Hindi in Indian is a person like,
Hindi is no.
I mean, Hindi is, yeah, Indian, yeah. That's the meaning, yeah? Hindi mean, me bit caro. So, they're talking in their language. Ayokong matuto ng Filipino. Wow, they already know how to speak Filipino. Or maybe they're just like translating Jopa. No, I already had enough sweets, but maybe next time, said Ate Debbie. Turn the I don't understand, Faru. Oo, 12 taon dito ko alam. Bill is trying to speak in Tagalog. Bill, are you translating it or are you just typing it by yourself? Because there's a translator here in the comment section, but it's obvious that he's trying to type the Tagalog term. So type my Bill is already lasing. You're already lasing, Bill. Already drunk. Typo error, ha? Typo error. Type only my mind.
Oh.
Oo. Lasing. See, I told you, you were lasing. You are drunk already. Guys, thank you so much for my 14 million viewers in the house. Wow, thank you. Thank you po. If I want to learn anything, it would be Bisaya. I don't see myself in the northern parts of the PH. Bisaya. You love Bisaya, huh? Sisi. Turn translate. Karahe. Translator. I don't know here in Faroe. I don't know that where's the translator here in wait lang. In the laptop. I just know it in what do you call this one? In my cell phone. So.
I think you can just click the right, this corner, highlight whatever you want, and click the right
And
corner.
next time there and like there's an automatic translator
Yeah.
in the cell phone. So
Well, I think you can do two automatic translate.
off
Hit
to
the
sleep.
three.
Okay po, Bill. Thank you so much. No,
Not
time
there.
lapse. I was translating. So reactions. There's no translation here. I don't know what's the tab. Usually here it's this says here when I'm in cell phone. Usually it's the one here. So no, it's not.
I'll look at the phone. See if you can see something.
You will again chat me. Chat GPT.
No, I'm just gonna open up this and see.
I really enjoy the plumbing videos. Not sure why, but they were very interesting and combined with Jeff's ability made them very good.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
it's Jopa. Yeah, because he has this talent about the plumbing issue. So we don't have actually the whole village here are having issue with the water. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
in the GC, in our GC, they are always complain. They always complain about the water because I don't know if you watched the video that I showed. I turned the camera to the water inside the tank. It was really like yellowish,
Orange.
yeah, orange
Orange
already.
brown,
So
yeah.
it was really terrible. So that's why Jeff made a solution for that. So we decided to put he don't
Filters.
the filters and first the filter. What's kind of filter? The mesh something here.
Yeah,
The first one
pre-filter, wire mesh
pre-filter.
pre-filter. I think it's, I
So,
can't remember the size, but it's enough to keep the big stuff out, so.
yeah.
But
So yeah, it was during the first day it was already so much stuff in it. Yeah, and then you wash after one day you wash it already.
no,
Yeah, you took it
it was
out.
in for like a week. Then I washed it the other day. So
Yeah, you wash it, and there were some big.
yeah, it was piled up. That orange crud was piled up about a half inch all the way around the
Yeah,
screen. So it keeps it out, but then the color is still there. But our 5 micron filter is almost brown. Now
yeah,
he
yeah.
is it. But I think we'll have to change them maybe once a week. I hope that maybe at least once a week. The carbon filter is still just bright white, so I think the problem we have is just something that's bigger than 5 micron
Mm.
size.
Ate Debbie, it wasn't a rust because the tank is the stainless steel, doesn't rust po. So yeah, no CC, the kind of water that run your nails yellow quickly.
Yeah, might be.
Do you have a well? Usually, if the water is orange, it's from a well.
It's a
So
community water department. I don't know if the community they built a well or what, but that might be what it is.
yeah, yeah. So that's what it is.
Because they're next to a river, but I don't think they're taking the water in from the river.
Yeah, that's
Probably
the
the
issue
well.
here. So usually here
But
is
really, it hasn't been yellow. It's only been yellow about the last 3 months, right?
yeah.
Before that, it
Before
wasn't
that,
bad.
it wasn't bad. Yeah, it was okay. So yeah, the issue were so foreign to me in America, but the fact that Jeff not only had the tools, he had knowledge. You should make more videos like that. I was disappointed when they ended.
Oh, well, she's always wanting to videotape me doing my projects. So
He doesn't know sometimes that I'm. Which video that ended? Ah, okay, the first video that maybe I uploaded the first video.
well, you did finish the one when we turned the water back into the water system.
Mm. So yeah, I will let Jeff explain and go again there. I will make video too, but you can't collect rainwater then filter it.
Yeah,
We
you can,
can, we can.
you can.
Yeah,
It's just it takes a little bit more,
yeah.
work to you set something up like that.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be a problem with that. It's
Ma'am
just
Chin, thank you so much, Ma'am Chin Chin.
we have to get something to gutters on the roof that'll collect the rainwater and then to keep the debris out. That's the main problem. You got the bird crap and you got the leaves and
Yeah,
things
that's the
like that
problem. It's
come in with it.
dirty.
So you have to do a lot. Usually, what it is, it's a couple settling tanks where the things will float up and then the things will sink, and you take the water in between, and you do that a couple times, and then after that, then you put it through the filters. So
Yeah. Too bad you can collect water rain. I think he
Yeah.
could. He could.
the problem
With
here is
the tank.
our townhome is the roof is very small. It's not very big. And even the
You should do
lot, there's
something,
not
yeah.
much. It's really be really hard to collect enough water to make it worthwhile.
Mm.
So
When it rains, it rains hard enough in PH. Yeah, but the thing is, we don't have space here. We don't have enough space to collect the rain. So you should do something like a barrel or something
yeah,
to
you have to have a big storage tank, and
storage tank.
it works best if you're on like a hill. You've got the house up,
You can build
something with the
something,
roof
yeah.
up higher,
Yeah.
so it comes down and it goes into a big tank that's up high.
Mm.
But then you keep stepping it down with these settlement tanks, and then by the time you get to the last, when you get two or three, and then you pretty much get all the debris out. But
How does he know so much about this?
well, out of high school, I started working for a plumbing outfit, and did excavation like water mains and storm drains, sewer mains, and throughout Utah and the United States. And then a few years after that, I got a plumber's license and learned plumbing. Worked for plumbing in high-rise buildings, plumbing in residential, plumbing in commercial buildings. So, and then after that, when I was 33, 32, I went back to college, got a mechanical engineering degree, so I know a lot about flows and stuff. So worked for um, engineer at a steel mill in Utah for 5 years, and then after that, I started my own business as excavator, doing excavation, and I turned that into building a subdivision of my own, and then started building houses of my own. So yeah, I've been in construction my whole life. So.
Yeah, he knows almost everything here. He changed the doorknob into a smart lock, and he put the ceiling fan. He's the one who's doing a ceiling fan with the light, ceiling fan on
Yeah.
the hallway. And then what else did you do? The
Yeah.
water heater in the bathroom, he did that. And then the flush in the toilet, he changed. What
Yeah.
else you changed here?
And I think the
So-
other thing is I learned all this stuff being around construction, but
Yeah.
there's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 houses I've built totally by myself. Pretty much, I guess, like just a few things I had help with. 4 houses I pretty much did everything. Every house I did my own electrical, my own plumbing. So that's the easy part. Plumbing is not hard. You just have to know a few things. Electrical is very easy.
Yeah, even in building the fence in the lot, he knows what's everything about the fence. Remember, the
Well, I knew when they were doing it wrong.
yeah. So he knows everything. Actually,
What's that?
we were supposed to upload the videos about the work in the lot for the fence when they make the fence, because there are lots of videos. You have it, yeah. I want to share, but we already showed it to the video that was finished and it's already bushes. So one time we will upload the whole thing, and then yeah, so everybody knows what did you do and what did you plan for that, because he was the one who finished the fence, remember? Because we had the person that was a scammer or something.
Yeah, we had somebody take advantage of this.
Take advantage, yeah. So he did the planning for that fence to finish.
There's a lot of
So-
things here that I don't understand. What way you guys do things
Yeah.
with the block and stuff.
Yeah,
We're not
Dennis.
used to that in the States. We built out of wood
Mm.
stuff, and the plumbing pipe and stuff. It's all different. So I'd much rather use what I had in the States, but it's not available here. So, but everything kind of is relates to each other. It's just a few things you have to be careful of. But the biggest thing about plumbing is drainage, and here you don't have any kind of inspectors or whatever somebody wants to put together. As long as the water goes down the drain, you're fine. But in the States, we have all kinds of rules and regulations. So you don't have sewer gas that comes back up and the drains work and everything. But we like our place here. There's a few things that when we moved in,
Mm.
they weren't done right. So I had to fix a few things.
Yeah,
here.
he fixed it. Whatever he doesn't want here, he fixed it. Even the wall, even the what do you call it? The door. He planned to move it here in the because it was on the side.
Yeah, we know.
Then suddenly, point, the door was already here. Nana said, "Where is the door?"
Yeah, and then like the other day, our faucet,
Faucet.
about 2 weeks ago, our faucet started making the sound like a
Sound
like a foghorn, It was leaking and it vibrates something or just and it's vibrate.
Yeah, he changed it.
And then the water's
Put valve,
stain
valve.
and everything. So I ordered a faucet for it, but the faucet was 2 weeks and it never came from Lazada.
Was that?
And then all of a sudden they
Last month.
canceled the order. I guess maybe a truck broke down or something. So then finally I mean it was just 3 days ago we went
Yeah.
to City Hardware, bought a faucet, and I came in and put it on. Also, the bad thing was underneath the sink. Usually when the water line comes out of the wall, they could put a valve on it, and then it goes from there up to the faucet. Well, this one they just put the hose right on to the pipe,
Mhm.
and there's no valve. So the only way we could stop it from leaking or making the sound, we had to go out and turn the pump off, the pressure off. So the valve did come from Lazada, so I put that on, but still, you always have to go underneath the sink and turn it on. And off.
Peru, thank you.
Finally, we got the new faucet, and I put it on. So
When he started to move that outlet to make room for the tank, I'm yelling, "Turn the power off." Thankfully, he did. Thankfully, he did.
yeah, I've known that. Yeah.
Actually, when I was doing live stream and you were upstairs, that faucet make a sound, that usual sound, and then someone asked, "Oh,
What
it's
is that
already."
sound? What's that
And
sound?
then, what's that sound? It's already late at night. What's that?
Mm.
Like disturbing your neighbor. I said, no, it's our faucet. It's having a problem. But you did the valve under the sink, yeah?
Yeah, the valve's underneath.
valve.
Yeah.
So I was doing, I was on my laptop the other day. Oh, yeah, the other day. And I was busy. And then suddenly, Jeff was lying under the sink already. And then it was, what are you doing?
Yeah, she gets mad at me. She goes, "Why didn't you tell me? I could have filmed it."
Because he finished already the thing that
We don't plan these things. She just puts the video up. We don't.
Yeah,
know.
he
She
was
comes out and says-
working. Sometimes he's angry to me because he was doing the kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So I
sometimes
said,
I get frustrated.
I was asking, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Quit bothering me. Let me do my work.
I was supposed to ask him what did he do in order for the viewers to continue, and they will understand from the very beginning what did you do. But some of the videos,
I have to remind her that if you want to put something on, let me know that you're going to come. I'm going to come ask you, so I'll be thinking about it, because half the time my mind's just kind of on other things. I'm just trying to hurry and get it done.
So that's all. When he started, okay, that's all I know about electrics, Joe. Turn it off. I know by experience. Got shocked too much in my lifetime already. Pedro, thank you so much for the heart. Exactly, Dennis. Sir Guapo. Ala, kuya, I played your video, but then hindi pa tapos. Sir Pogi. Sir Guapo. Kuya Au said, "Welcome, Kuya," said Faru. If one questions if something is powered, I have figured out already with raised hairs. Good evening to you, Kuya Au. Faru, thank you so much for the heart. Yeah, and then usually Jeff is frustrated when we go to hardware because he wants something, and then suddenly he will tell me, "You want to go with me to the hardware?" And then, okay, let's go. I want something, and then when we check there, nothing there. So like for example, 3 hardware already
Yeah.
with was
Yeah.
trying
One day we went last week, and we went. I think Leyte Hardware.
let hard.
They had everything out on my list, and then when I needed to change my mind on a couple things, needed a few other parts. So the next time, a few days later, we go to City Hardware. We go to Leyte Hardware. Where else? We went to someplace else too. We went to a little hardware.
Yeah, I
Independent.
told him. I told him actually in the Philippines, those little hardware that sometimes they have complete, like for example, the what elbow something like that. Actually, sometimes they're complete than the big hardware store because usually the people will run to the big hardware store. They will buy like bunch by wholesale something like that. But in small hardware, they have available because they usually buy one, two, like retail. In big stores, they will buy like wholesale. Good, you didn't get mad when you see the camera focused on you. And my husband is camera shy. That's why he's not on my vlog most of the time. Yeah, Jeff, sometimes ate, he get mad. Then next time if you want to film, you should tell me. It's just a normal thing that because sometimes I'm also disturbing him. Like for example, he did already he finished already.
Wait a minute. You come over and I'm working on something. Then
Yeah.
she's I'm trying to get something done, and then she asks me a
Yeah.
question. Well, why does this do that, or why does this like she wants me to stop and tell everybody? I'm going, wait a minute.
Yeah, I want to let him explain what did he do in this finished thing here. So that's what I want in order for my viewers to understand. So that's why because sometimes he wants to finish it quickly and then I suddenly interrupt. What did you do? What did you do? So that's the thing that he. Uh, how are you, Kuya? Oh, from Faru. My dogs doesn't have a choice. I always film them and they can't refuse. Good for you, Ate. Debbie. When my dishwasher broke, I tried to fix it. I failed. Then I had to call a repairman who came and fixed it. Then I had to call him back to fix the damage. I was trying to fix it. Cost me double. Maybe Jeff can fix that
No,
one.
I know I'm not an appliance repairman. Those guys have to know certain things. That's too frustrating. No. The biggest thing is with
Mangchan.
repairing things is knowing where to get the
Kuya
parts to
Al.
get
Thank you.
things fixed.
Thank you, Kuya Al. Yeah, Jopa, when we try to fix broken things, that cost double. It's better to buy a new one. Yeah, that's what. Usually here in the Philippines, there are people who roam around, like try to fix refrigerator. Like even umbrella, there's someone who will come to like roaming around to
Mhm.
fix umbrella, refrigerator, everything, appliances. But usually they will just exchange. They will say, "You need to buy this one from me,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a part."
Then they
From
take
me and
the old
pay
one. They take the
the
old one
old
home, fix
one.
it, and then sell it. And say,
Yeah, yeah. Actually, the one they change to your, like for example, what's the name of the uh, what do you call this one, carburetor? Something like that. They will change into
on a
a new part.
motorcycle,
No, here the, like for example, the fridge. They will change what's the motor uh, for the ref,
the
motor for the ref. I don't know what's the,
refrigerator,
yeah, for the refrigerator.
motor,
They will change
the
something in the
compressor.
compressors.
Okay.
You'll say, let's change your compressor because it's already old or something like
Mm.
that. They will change into an older one that they took it from the other fridge.
They just
They just repair
exchange
it. They will
exchange
change.
one for another.
And yours is much brand new than the one he changed. Oh my gosh, that's happened in the Philippines. And then the ref will work like for a few days only, and then it will broke again. So that's a problem. That's what happened to the ref of Nanay,
The
the refrigerator for Nanay. Yeah, so We just worked
It's
it
kind
for
of weird
100
because
years.
you call it a ref.
Yeah, we call it
Yeah.
ref in the Philippines, refrigerator.
And you know what we call it?
Ref.
No,
Refrigerator.
you know what we call it in the States?
No, I don't know.
You call it a ref, we call it a fridge.
Yeah, fridge. You
Yeah,
call
yeah,
fridge. In the
yeah.
Philippines, we
We
call
call
it
it ref.
ref.
I never
Refrigerator.
realized. Because you said ref before a few times. I never knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, Joe, fix. Okay. I am clearly not appliance repairman either. Joe, hiring somebody here to fix everything in the house will cost you arm and leg. That's why we have home warranty, but we still have to pay $85 for them to come and check. Just checking $85 already. Oh. Debbie, my dishwasher, dryer, and fridge all broken down in February. Had to get a new dryer and fridge. I once had to work as a crane driver and at a power plant. That high voltage where they used to walk in special suits. I told them it's not safe having me around because electricity and me are no friends. We call toothpaste in the Philippines Colgate. Yeah, sometimes we are laughing
You
because
need some Colgate?
yeah, we'll buy can we, in Sari Sari store we usually said can I buy Colgate, but Colgate is for general like toothpaste Colgate uh, close up, we call it Colgate close up, what else, close up is a Colgate,
Yeah.
whatever brand is it,
Yeah.
we call it Colgate. Can we buy Colgate in Sari Sari store? So that's why it's a funny thing. Now in March, I spent the last 2 days in Thrive Animal Hospital for if my cats had a very bad respiratory infections.
So
Respiratory
at least it's
infection.
eating again.
One looked like he wasn't going to make it, but this morning he's eating again. Oh my God, I'm sorry about that. The cat. Sorry to hear that.
Everybody,
But it's
every time
good. But
somebody
this
talks about their
morning
pets,
he's
I always think, I
eating again.
wish I'd had a dog here, like back in the States. I got
We saw
used to-
today. We saw a dog hit by the car.
dog,
Remember?
yeah, just
So,
in front of us.
front of us. And the diaper pampers. The diaper here we call it pampers, even though what's the brand? But actually, the pampers is a brand. What
Yeah.
kind of brand? So same with Colgate. It's a brand of toothpaste. Yeah, but
Yeah,
we call
it's not. I don't think Pampers is a brand. It's just the name. I mean, a brand.
it's a
It
brand. Yeah,
might be made by
it's a brand.
some other big conglomerate. I guess it's good. I guess you call it a brand. I guess.
It's okay. Thank you, Cece. Thank you so much. So that's why I was offline. Thank you. It's all right. So yeah, it was just wait. Guys, thank you so much for my 12 million viewers in the house. Salamat sa pagpunta. Thank you po. Thank you. And yeah, the what do you call the water that was in our lot. It was broken when we first visit. Yeah, when you lift it up, you didn't expect that it was someone was trying to steal water.
Well,
They broke it, or it was just
well, what happened was the first time we had it in there, after the wall was done, we finally got water when the wall was pretty much done. Maybe in one more week they were finishing, so they were washing their tools off on the wall, and then they all left. So the water bill shouldn't be a water bill, but then we got the water bill, and it was a lot of water been used. So we knew somebody was using the water, so we put a lock on it on the meter.
yeah.
And the next time we went out, the pipe looked kind of funny, so we grabbed it. We realized the pipe had been broken off. So somebody was trying to figure out why there was no water.
Why there's no
probably
water,
just tried to wiggle it and broke it off. So, but it wasn't like it was unscrewed. It was just broken it right at the threads where it screwed into the fitting in the ground. But then again, the people that put it in gave us the list of materials to get, and that's what we got them. They just wanted a galvanized nipple and galvanized 90 but all that galvanized was just rusted totally to crap. It's only was in for like what, 6 months?
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, already rusted away. And so we put back stainless steel so it wouldn't rust. So it's one of those things you got to learn around here. Don't put galvanized underground. It corrodes pretty fast.
Yeah, and what's the thing that you were trying to find in the stainless steel? Something that you were trying and you couldn't find it.
When? Today?
No, the other day.
It's the same as stainless steel for
Stainless
same
steel.
for this.
Mm.
On the pump of our
Donnie,
water
shout
system,
out.
I put two 1-inch PVC adapters together to make a piece of pipe so that it would thread into the pump and then thread into the check valve.
Mm.
And it leaks, so I wanted to change that to a stainless steel. So it's called a 1-inch by 4-inch long, 1-inch round by 4-inch long. Call it a stainless steel nipple is the name of it. It's just a piece of pipe with threads on both ends. That's what we call a nipple. So that's what we couldn't find.
Hello, Donnie Wolfie. Thank you so much. Good evening to you. Thank you. Shout out. Before people are stealing electricity in the neighborhood in Manila. Yeah,
We were talking about that because we have power to
That's
that lot
why.
too, and we need to figure a way to lock that out.
Yeah, I was trying. Is there any way that we can lock the meter, the power?
Should be. It should be.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
We can look at it next time. We'll go look.
Neighborhood in Manila. That's why when they lost power, it's the whole barangay. I experienced that ate when I was a student during my college. I live in my auntie house in Tacloban, and then like some of the including my aunt, they were trying to steal electricity because they don't have this meter yet. They were just living in a squatter area, so everybody's in the barangay. The people are like trying to be friends and trying to like collaborate how they can steal the electricity. So they connect each other. They made like a wire under the ground from the post.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made that wire under the ground and connected to all the houses.
Yeah.
So a few houses, maybe it was 8 houses, including my aunt. And then when I was still in college that time, and then when the electricity man, they will come and catch anyone who is stealing the power. The electric man, usually they come at night or 6 o'clock because they're expecting they're already. We are expecting that there's no office already, no field assigned for the electric, something like that. And then the window of my aunt is like that kind of high only, and we were lying on the floor like that kind of stuff. So, and then they are telling us that whoever inside the house, they will take us to the jail. They will take us to we were so scared that time because the electric man is not really that smart because they just cut in the post the wire, but then they don't know that the wire is underground. They can still have electricity at night time. So yeah, it was like the experience that I had before. It was funny when I think about it. So that electric man don't know that they have another line under the ground. So we still have electricity. When the electric man left, again there's electricity. They will connect again on the house. So that's what we did. They also get still electricity in the US. So I don't understand Faru. They Yeah. Be more than just a viewer. Be a Mylin Premium member. Show your love with style. Thank you so much, Dennis. Thank you. I don't understand Faru. I don't have translator. Drink wine and be grown like a wine. Our neighbor in Idaho, our neighbor in Idaho once stole our cable. We were watching TV, then the TV went off. I looked outside and saw my neighbor and asked her if they lost theirs. She said her husband was outside. What?
It's probably your neighbor hooking up wire to their house.
Yeah, they steal
Well,
electricity in the USA
what they do
as well.
in the States, I don't know if they're in the States, but they have a coaxial usually for the cable in years ago, I think, before they had all this fiber. But the coaxial, you'd go out and you just cut in and put a T in it. So somebody might be watching it. I don't know if it's happening with them or not, but they're watching TV and all of a sudden the cable goes out. And maybe 10, 15 minutes later, by the time they can put the T in and connect it up to theirs, their TV comes back on. But a lot of times people would there'd be this box out in the ground and they'd have all these cables in them and they'd put these T's, in. It's really easy, not very hard. Cable, everybody was stealing cable everywhere in the States.
Yeah, I remember also how they at first how did they do the cable from the post of the electricity to the houses. So they just tie a rope or something rope or to the post, and then they just pretend that it's just for drying the clothes, and then if anyone would like the people that sending some bills,
Yeah.
so they will
think-
not recognize or they will not notice that it's already an electricity stealing something. So they just put some
Well,
clothes and
I doubt it was electricity that they're hanging clothes on, because that would be kind of bad. But maybe cable TV, they might be doing that with.
That's what they do. I remember that. I'm fixing the cable finally.
No, doing water mains, I remember in the States, there was a lot of water mains we replaced. And we'd be digging alongside. We had to tie in everybody's water line as you put the new one in. Take it from the old line, put it on the new line. A lot of times there'd be 1 meter and they tied on after the meter to 5 or 6 houses, or apartments or whatever. And so one guy would have this one big meter, a water meter bill, and all the other guys got free water. So
Also,
it happens a lot of times that way. Yeah,
in the Philippines also there are lots of
there's always somebody trying to.
my
get
husband
something for
told
free.
him to put it
Yeah.
and he did. I don't understand their language. They can steal. They can steal the phone lines because the cables are under the ground, but a lot of people there steals the cables, peel it, and sell it per kilo. That's per kilo, ate. Yeah, here they will steal the wire,
Oh,
the
yeah.
cable,
Oh, yeah.
because there it's bronze, yeah. So they
Brass,
Yeah.
copper wire.
copper wire, yeah, copper
Even
wire.
in the States, they have these nice big freeways in Utah. These nice big freeways.
Yeah.
They got these great big lights up every so often, and they got this great bright lights that shine up the whole freeway. But somebody will come at night and they'll park right there by one of the distribution boxes, and they'll go down in there and they'll just cut that wire, and then they'll hook it on with a truck and pull it out and drag it, throw it in the back of their pickup truck. It happens a lot. They get maybe a few $100s out of the cable, or maybe a couple thousand, but it costs like 10, 20,000 to have somebody come and replace it. It's crazy. But yeah, being a plumber too, where we used to have copper, we used to keep copper, all the scrap copper, because you could always trade that in. Now they've changed to most everything's plastic now, but you'd be building a house and you'd spend all your time doing the copper lines in the house. and maybe over a long weekend, you'd come back Monday and all the copper would be gone. Somebody came out and stripped all the copper out of the house, and they take it and scrap it. So yeah, it happens all the time.
I think the electricity there are much expensive than here. Yeah, actually, how much did you pay, honey, last time? Here, usually we pay like 7,000 here, the electricity.
No, I don't think it was. It was
Yeah, it
7,000,
reaches
but it was more.
7,000.
It was more than for 2 months though. It wasn't 7,000.
Yeah, 7,000.
No, the most it was here was 6,200. 6,200.
You paid one time 7,000 here.
Not here, no.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I
That was for
remember.
more than just electric.
Yeah, I remember.
That was like
But usually 6,000. Yeah. But reaches 7,000. I remember that one time. I think electricity. Yeah, I already. It's not wise thing either to make everyone. It turns bad if your wrong person is instantly made mad without knowing the person first. Wait lang.
you can't steal.
They can. Yeah, I read already that one. Yeah, I know Dennis what he's talking about. It's okay. There was one that says up. It's okay. And they also steal the bars from the railways and then sell them. Yes, ate. It's in the Philippines only. The steel bars, they cut it and then sell it.
Hmm.
CC are still here. My neighbor had their power turned off by the electric company, but at night they would somehow turn it back on. Then they would turn it off during the day to avoid being caught. Yeah, it's the same here in the Philippines. It happens like that. I remember really my aunt's house. And then if they really cut the electricity, we will study with the kerosene lamp. It's just let's use that one. It happens here in the Philippines. In my country, lightning rods are only installed on rooftops on the day of the completion because the next day they might already begun. What does that mean, honey?
I don't know.
In my country, lightning rods are only installed on
lightning rods.
rooftops on the
Lightning
day
rod.
of completion because the next day they might already begun. They will steal also. The worst part is Debbie at the time. The neighbor was my brother. My God. When used to live there in Albuquerque, an apartment complex, our next door neighbor got evicted. They put all their belongings outside. Their roommates moved in with us and roaches.
They brought the roaches with them.
Roaches. Where did they came from? The roaches from their clothes or somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Good
Belongings.
thing they didn't ask to get electricity from you, Jopa. Guys, thank you so much for my 10 million viewers in the house. Thank you po for staying. So, Ate Debbie, here there's already a rolling store of the pandesal. I don't know if you knew about this. There's a rolling store of pandesal which is the moringa flavor. So early in the morning, this pandesal always go in and this sounds that what's the sound, Annie? The pandesal, like
It's like
a music.
Yeah, it's like a screaming record.
Yeah, and they stop.
It kind of like sounds like Penny's house,
Yeah,
Penny's house,
pandesal,
Penny's
yeah.
house.
And then the community or the president of the homeowners here.
Mhm.
He
Oh, God,
already
complained about the
it,
noise. Yeah.
about the noise.
in the
Because
morning
in
because
the
it wake
morning,
everybody up.
wake everybody else
So
here.
now they just drive up and down the road until not what 9 o'clock. Then
9
they start making noise again.
So 9 o'clock they will come because before it was 6 o'clock. Yeah. So
And it's a bad habit to eat that panda salad. It's not,
yeah, it's
we
not good for
try
you,
not to
honey.
eat so much bread, and they come but it tastes so good. We have,
Yeah, it was so good. It's
it's,
it's made of moringa. But Jeff is addicted to it. When I put it in front of him, he will eat
I
and
know.
eat.
Yeah.
It's really yummy. But
Anything good you put in front of me, I'm going to eat. So that's my problem.
yeah, that's why I told him just two pieces of pandesal.
Yeah, but I eat 3 or 4.
Well, so the worst was my brother. I already did read this one. Good thing, Jopa. I have a woman who comes to spray inside and outside once a month. We don't have any roaches or spiders. $50 a month.
Oh my gosh, we had
Remember Daddy speaking of roaches.
speaking of roaches, yeah, it was like 3 or 4 days ago. We had a big roach come out of the bathroom, the downstairs bathroom, come walking across the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
We killed it, and then all of a sudden we opened up the bathroom. There was another roach in there.
Yeah.
Killed it. Then a day later,
Yeah, you sprayed.
no, the day later, then there
Yeah.
was 2 roaches in the
Two
bathroom.
roaches, yeah.
So I said, "Where's the gosh darn bug spray?" So I'll
Yeah.
get the bug spray. Went in there, I sprayed it all over, around everything,
And then
and then
suddenly
no, I think all I did was spray just the first time. I just sprayed the two that were there.
Yeah.
And then we left for a while and wait till I went back in.
yeah.
There must have been 30 cockroaches. These, not the little ones, the ones that are like this big, They're all on the walls, on the toilets, all over the place. So I took the spray, I sprayed it all over inside, closed the door,
And then
and then
you put tape under the door.
put tape under the door so the cockroaches wouldn't get out. They'll die. So the next day we walk in there, and all of them are dead.
And then
Mylene goes in, sweeps them all up.
Then you open the door. I was late to wake up. He woke up early that day, and then he told me to open the door in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
look in there. She saw all the dead cockroaches. No, that was when they were all running around. Is when you open the door, right?
Yeah.
That was before I killed
That
them.
was before, yeah.
Before we killed them, but
Mhm.
I said, just go in there and look in there. Look at all crawling all over the place.
Yeah.
So what happened was the back of the toilet, they didn't seal it to the pipe.
Mm.
I guess because they're coming out the back of the toilet where they usually have grout underneath the toilet. There was the holes. So we got some. That's when we went to the hardware store to get some caulking type stuff.
Okay.
So we filled it all up.
Debbie, they ask us for everything else, and in the end, I'm sure we gave them the money to have the power turned back on, and yes, they charged them for illegal usage, which they were still tracking. Pandesal sound good. Yes, ate, it's everywhere already. Even in the national highway,
Yeah.
you can see them. They're
Even where a lot is, they
yeah.
have the kaikamai.
so it's everywhere now. So it's a rolling pandesal, and it's yummier than the regular pandesal because the regular pandesal is only flour. Now it has this moringa. So Jeff liked it so much. If I put the pandesal in front of him, he will eat it. Oh my gosh. We used to have somebody to spray outside, but he disappeared. Since then, my husband is the one who sprayed. We have a lot of ants here, especially in the backyard.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of ants, get some borax and some honey
Borax.
and mix it together. And YouTube has a lot of things where they show you the mix and make it kind of like a thick water and just dump dots all over. The ants eat it, bring it back to their ant bed, and they spread it throughout all the ants, and the whole ant hive goes away. The whole
Yeah, they will not come back.
It's really great. I mean, we do that about every 6 months. The new ants start coming. We just do that. And
In your condo, remember?
No ants anymore.
In Parthenon? Oh, that's illegal, Jopa. Illegal? Illegal for give them money to have the power turned back.
Legal
And
for
yes, that's
stealing
illegal.
the power.
Ah, okay.
Stealing the power.
So that's illegal now. Spray Faru. That's illegal. Faru, thank you so much for staying. Good thing they only got charged for illegal usage. They start to come out now since it's springtime.
As we talk about the cockroaches.
Yeah, cockroach and ants maybe. Ate Debbie. Have you seen a flying cockroach?
Yeah, yeah.
That cockroach in the bathroom, it was
Yeah,
flying,
there-
others
there-
are
There was a
flying.
couple flying ones in there. Yeah.
I got to go pick up my McDonald's breakfast order. Okay, Jopa, thank you so much. Thank you. Breakfast, huh?
Yeah, breakfast there. Yeah.
Breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, one thing good about here, there's one thing that really I like about here is you can order stuff from Grab or Food Panda,
Food Panda.
and it's they don't charge you anything.
The church,
I mean, if the what they charge is like 40 pesos or 50. Even if it's 50 pesos, we'll give them a 50 pesos,
yeah.
tip. So it's less than $2 tip if you figure with the delivery and the tip.
Mm.
So it's nothing. If you go to the States, you have somebody delivered.
They will charge you.
It's going to be $10 for the delivery charge, and then you're going to have to pay $30 or $40 for the food.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. It's so nice to have that here. It's so easy just to do it online.
Jopa, enjoy your breakfast. So, but here you are charged like you're paying the McDonald's.
You don't have to give them the tip. You could do they get a delivery charge. 40
The
pesos on Food Panda, I think.
McDonald's literally a block away. Away which we can walk, but I'll drive. I'd never have it delivered. Too expensive.
Yeah,
Expensive.
yeah. To me, it's not expensive.
So you it's not expensive?
No, if when like we live a little farther away than what they have for Allen here in Lake Day.
Yeah, here it's not
you can go to
expensive
the
for him.
McDonald's delivery. They don't have Grab. They don't have Food Panda here, so you have to go to the McDonald's delivery app. But it doesn't register. We're just a little too far away. So we tell them we put the address that's the farthest we can get from there, and then we put a note in here. We're at Allen his place and our townhome, and then say in the notes plus 100 for the extra distance, and so we give them an extra 100. So we give them 100 peso tip. But mostly every time we order something that's
Yeah.
usually 700 to 1100 because we usually get some extra to have for later.
Mm.
So, but
But how much is the charge there in the US?
in the U.S., well, that's what I'm saying. I haven't been there for so long, but I remember my daughter, used to handle all the
Expenses.
well,
Delivery.
she used to work for a restaurant, and she would do the food stuff that went out for delivery, and those guys were making a killing. And she'd always complain about it because she'd never get part of the tip. They'd get the tip, but every time she went to a restaurant, she'd give them 20% tip. So if you've got
20%?
so if you've got a $10
Mm.
bill, then they want at least a $2 tip. But mostly you're not going to get food in the States delivered to you for $10. That's just one hamburger.
Mm.
You're going to be at like $40-50, and then they're going to expect a $10 to $15 tip. So
$15? My God, that's already a big meal here.
yeah. It's way
Yeah.
way different because you're expected to tip a lot more.
Yeah, that's why
And-
you're
and-
saying
and
that
also-
it's not expensive for you now.
Yeah, I don't care.
Here.
I don't mind giving somebody $2 to drive,
Yeah.
15 minutes to get to my place, to deliver something. Then they got to go back too. So,
Mm.
you know,
Yes, it's too expensive. Yesterday, I washed my husband's car because it's too expensive to bring it to the car wash. Aside from it's the machine that wash the car before you exit. There's a guy that's waiting for you. What's that guy?
okay.
What's that
Guy that's waiting for you. I don't know.
Maybe in the queue. Maybe in the queue.
Uh,
And ask for a tip. Okay, ask for a tip through
Oh,
the
no.
one
Usually, it's. I think they're talking about.
through the
Uh,
one we did the
Oh, they're gonna.
labor.
Oh,
It's the
in the states.
machine.
You have one where you can put coins in and you can spray it yourself, or you can put coins in and it'll just automatically this thing will go around your car
Yeah, I
and
know
wash it.
that.
But the thing is when you drive out, there'll be a guy there that will want to dry it for you.
Okay.
Wipe off the dry. They have big fans that'll blow most of the water off, but a guy will come and wipe it off, and then you just give him a tip for doing that. It's kind of like here the people always want to block the traffic when you pull out. They
Yeah.
give you a tip. They want a little bit more.
Yeah, here out there we experienced that in we experienced different the guys in the G mall usually when you park, remember?
Yeah.
The guys they're offering like
They
to
want to
wipe
wash the
their
car. They want to, yeah. You see a little,
wipe the window and try a product, something like
Yeah,
that. It's the product actually. They have that product,
Yeah.
and then they
that's
want
that's the only place I've ever seen that. Anyway.
yeah. So it's different one here. So they have actually a product that will erase the scratch, something
Yeah,
like
they have
that.
all that, but they also have the car wash. They got car wash.
Like a glass cleaner only.
No, it's car wash that they don't need water with, so they just spray it on and they wipe it off, which isn't very good. I don't think that works good. But but then if you see a little blemish or something, they say I can get that off. We have a little
Yeah.
place on the front of my truck where I rubbed the front fender up against the pole, and some of that paint that kind of rubbed off on the truck. Every time we go in there, they want to.
Yeah, every time.
We'll take that off for so many.
There are lots of guys under it's the basement, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one mall but in other mall they don't have like that.
No,
This is the only mall that they have people like this kind of
But
people.
one thing you want to tell people if they're in the States, how much does it cost to have our car? We take our truck over by SM City, the car wash that's across from SM City Mall in Cebu,
Mm.
and we drop it off, and they take the car and they clean all the outside. They put the tire black on the wheels and everything, make it really short. Vacuum out everything on the inside. Tell them how much it was.
You paid 175.
No, it was more than 175.
Well, yeah.
It was like 175 just to have it squirted off. But 175 is only $2.50.
Yeah, but it was so clean.
No, the one we had it all cleaned.
Inside,
it was
how much did you pay?
450 pesos. 450 pesos.
That was 400.
450 pesos is how much?
Yeah, you make it 450.
Divided by 60, because that's what 60 pesos is $1 now.
I remember you make it 450. It wasn't 450. You made it 450 for extra. It wasn't 450.
Yeah.
375, I think.
No, I gave him a 500, and I just kept the 50 that he gave me back. I gave him all the rest of the change.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But 450 with the tip.
Hmm.
So 450. So if you think
it was inside and out,
that's
yeah?
just over $7.
$7. That was inside and out already.
Yeah, everything, outside, inside,
Inside.
everything. They cleaned everything.
Yeah.
Where can you go in the States and get
It's
somebody
shiny.
to do a hand wash of your car?
Why? How much there?
Inside, vacuum everything else out.
Why? How much in the US?
I don't know. Just to put the coins in to squirt your car up is going to cost you probably $10.
Ooh.
At the automatic car wash, I think the cheapest one went up before I left was $9 just to automatically squirt it off.
Mm.
But to have somebody hand wash your car, I think it's more like $20-$30.
No, the menu prices are higher than their delivery charge. Oh, and the driver tips it's so much more than using the app, which has a good discount from McDonald's. Maylene, the serves here just rely on the tips. Oh, they don't have this per day salary for the servers. I mean,
For salary for what? The
servers?
drivers?
No, for the McDonald's, something like that.
Well,
Maylene, the servers
no.
here just rely on the tips.
I
don't know.
I think most of them do because they pay. In the States, even though you have a minimum wage, it's only for other. They're not. It doesn't include people that are wait staff. They get to be paid less because they consider some of their tips as actually they'll consider that you're getting paid more because it's going to be part of your tip amount.
Pero I just washed my husband's car yesterday in our drive. I pocketed the tip. Whenever we're there and eat in a restaurant, the family will complain to me that my husband gave too much tip. Told them it's okay, it's cheaper action than the 20% here. Yeah, Jeff usually give tip to the restaurants and everybody here, whatever. Even the parcel. Me, I just give him like at 15 or 20 pesos. This one, sometimes he will give 50 pesos, 100 pesos. I said, no, it's, oh, but he has too much. He has too much parcel because his shopping mall is Lazada. So I said there are lots of parcels that are coming. You have parcels, too much parcel. So you will give them like 50-50. How much for all of them? My gosh. That's why I sometimes collect some coins and I will be the one who will give the tip because
Well, you got to realize we're living in a townhouse and we're gone a lot. We're gone. We go to Cebu a lot and we travel. So it's nice to have the guard here know us and
yeah, the
when
guard is okay to give.
something is delivered, they'll just drop it off at the guard shack.
Mm.
And so we want to, it's to me, it's like, well, if he takes care of our packages and
That's
they're
right.
there when we come back, sometimes we're gone for weeks at a time. And so when we come back and we can get the package, we want to give him something because he's taking
Sis
care of that.
Irene, shout out.
We don't have to be there. So that's the way I look at it that way. And I'm not, if it's a 50 peso tip, it's like 80 cents, $10. So I'm not going to really worry about it too much.
Hello, sis. Hello, Sir Jeff. Sis Irene, she's my friend.
Hello.
So whenever we're eating a restaurant, yes, Ate, Jeff always give tip to the restaurant, but sometimes he's checking also the what do you call this one?
Well, a
The
lot of
service
yeah,
charge.
someone had that
Then he will
service charge.
just give a little
Like
a
in-
smaller tip.
In Galleria Mall, they have the
The Denny's.
Denny's. Yeah,
Denny's,
they charge a 3% service charge.
But actually, honey, those service
Yeah, it
charge doesn't go to
waiters,
the
yeah.
waiters. Yeah. So, Lucius, I've seen a lot of people there ordered online, but not getting the ones that they bought. Yeah, sometimes it
Oh, and
happens.
Lazada.
Yeah,
You know,
Lazada.
everybody's talking about. When I first came here, everybody said that.
Jogo.
Don't buy Lazada.
Maybe Ate watch Jogo. They're watching Jogo. Wonder.
Yeah, but everybody said, it's everything's cheap, and yeah, I bought a phone. I think I remember that was like unbelievably cheap, but it said it was a certain phone, and she said that's not going to be the phone. Well, she was right. When the price is just ridiculously different, the phone should have been 500, and they were selling it for $40. So I bought it. I got it. It's not even the same phone. It's just made to look like it's just plastic, like a kid's phone, baby phone. I don't even know if it worked, but if you buy stuff, normal stuff, it's okay. I've never
Take
had
some
any
water.
problems with anything in Lazada that wasn't fixed. I had a couple of things they sent the wrong thing or it was broken, and we were watching, as Mylene said, Jogo, and he was talking about ordering something that came broke, and he was saying you pay everything COD here. Well, that's the problem to me. I make sure I put a credit card on file. Everything's on a credit card, so if there's ever a problem and it can't be resolved, I can get a credit back on my credit card, and they'll just reverse the charge. So, but I've never had to do that because everything I've always been able to get it resolved. And I don't think it's any more problem than you would have if you bought stuff from Amazon. It might not be as quick, but it would be just as easy to have things returned. So I've never had any problems with things on Lazada. And if it's cheap, it's because you're just buying something cheap. It is because it's so cheap. If it's gonna be a lot less expensive than normal, it's gonna maybe be cheaper. But the things with the plumbing stuff I've been buying,
Sis Irene,
if I
okay.
go to the hardware store, it's going to be 2 or 3 times as much as what I
Mm.
buy online. So it's much better to buy that kind of stuff online.
Yeah, we watched him jog yesterday, Jogo, probably made in China. Yeah, it's obvious ate that it was made in China because
Yeah.
the kind of
And
thing that was.
yeah, and the other thing is, if you're buying stuff in the States from Amazon and you're not thinking it's coming from China, you might want to think again because most of that stuff is still coming from China.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, that's the problem of buying cheap items. But even the food ate, if there's a problem of the food here that we ordered, if it's the wrong one, or if you will complain, or like for example your experience, that they will return back your money.
One time we ordered
But he uses card, of course.
yeah, one time we ordered something from McDonald's that
McDonald's,
came
yeah.
the wrong thing
Very
came right.
wrong thing.
We called up, you called up, and they
Yeah.
sent somebody right back out with the right stuff. So that's been a long time ago though.
Yeah, one time we had a problem. I don't know what we ordered, but I called the branch that we ordered, and that branch that they prepare our food, and then I called the main. I think I thought I was talking to the manager, but they sent us like a
Yeah.
kind of peace offering.
Yeah. Yeah. It was nice. It was
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
they were nice.
They wanted,
They sent
wanted
us free
customer.
something stuff. So I was
The things-
talking to the manager.
Things we have problems with if we usually buy something from McDonald's, we like double quarter
Double
pounders.
quarter
When
pounder.
we're really hungry, get a double quarter pounder, and it comes only a single quarter
Single,
pounder.
yeah.
And we get frustrated.
So I was talking when you were just patiently like complaining something like that. They will give you your money back, and then sometimes they will offer you some peace offering. I don't know if they have the same branches that they offer you some peace offering, but it was how it
Yeah,
happens to us in Cebu.
yeah, I think it's all to the manager.
Yeah, the
for
manager.
stores.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never had any big problem with Lazada. Never had any problems with Lazada. If you get something that's not right, just take pictures of it and send it back.
Yeah, they send it back. It's
But,
just
but
too
I
easy.
do send a lot of stuff back. 'Cause
Yes,
a lot of
yes.
stuff comes
And it's for free.
bad. Yeah.
Returning back is free. So I just realized that we can do it here in the Philippines. When I'm with Jeff, I said, you can return it back. He said, yeah. He always do that. If there's a wrong item, then he will just take picture first, and then after they do the approval, you will.
You don't even need approval because once you buy it, if you can most of the stuff it says you can have like so many days to return it.
Mm.
If you get it and it's not what you want, you can return
Return.
it. It just you have to be within the time limit is what it is.
Yeah, but you have to return it in the same area where they.
Well, what they do
deliver.
is you go in and you go to the site and you say, okay, I
The
want to
site,
return this, and they'll ask you a reason. Well, you don't want it anymore, or it's broken, or
Mm.
whatever reason. You put a reason down,
Yeah, it's
and then it
easy.
says, okay, it'll say, I have a printer, so I can print the label up myself.
Mm.
A lot of times I print the label up and package it myself and tape the label on. I bring it down to the delivery, the place. It's either J&T or what's.
JNT, yeah.
So they'll give you the location of where to bring it
Mm-hmm.
because they'll have the information for the label and everything. But even if I print my own label, I bring it down. They usually print their own label up and put it over my label.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't really need a printer, but you have to bring it back to where they are. That's the only thing. They're not going to. They will come to your place, but you have to be here when they come. So that
When they come.
doesn't work to me. I don't want to be hanging around all day waiting for the driver to come to
Mm.
pick my package up. So I just bring it down. But yeah, it's very easy. But I think the problem I see there's a few people, Joe Go and a couple other ones on the YouTube where they talk about buying stuff through
Buying
Lazada and the problems they have. And I'm just kind of wondering, well, if you're coming from the States, you should have a credit card that you can use internationally without having a fee charged.
Yeah.
So if you got one of those credit cards, Lazada will use those. I can't use I don't think I can use my Barclay card, but my Chase card works fine. But no, I have a Disney card too that's made by Chase, but they won't let me use that one because that one, if any charges are out of the country, they charge me a 3% fee. So I think they have to be international cards so that they'll use them. But it's so much easier. And then everybody says you have to worry about your credit card, and you get, well, it's happened to me a couple times where somebody, sold my information, and then they just reverse the charges if you find that out, and then send you a new card. That's the only problem. There's been twice I've had to wait until I get a new card, but that's usually within a week you get the card.
Also, honey, can you share to them your experience that once they charge you, you don't know the company that was charged you many times for someone was charging you for the taxi somewhere. Remember that thing that happens to you? That they charge you like someone is using your card.
Yeah, that's
and
what I said. I said
how many times
somebody
that
sold
one
my information, and
information?
we
Yeah.
I know because I if you go to a reputable place, they're not going to sell your information. Like any of the big stores, Robinsons, Metro, things like that.
Mm.
Even McDonald's, I don't have any problem with my card there because it's a major place. But I'll tell you, DIY stores, the twice that this has happened, it's been when I've charged something in a DIY store.
Yeah.
So I would not ever use a credit card there anymore. But that's what happened. Somebody in the States. I mean, both times it never went very far because I got an email from the credit card company saying,
Someone
this
uses.
is this for you?
Yeah.
It's in Illinois, and all your other charges are in the Philippines. So what is it? Could this be you? Are you buying something from Illinois? No. Then they say, okay, well, they're just going to cancel that card. We'll send you a new one. But by the time that happens, there might be 2 or 3 other charges, and that's what happened. But they reversed all the charges after that, and send me a new card. I've never had to pay for a charge that wasn't mine. So
Yeah, that's good. Yes, that's a problem of buying cheap items. Yes, Ate. God made the world, but everything else are made in China. That's good. That can return it. Yes, Ate, you can return it anytime. That's why I always use the mobile apps to order if it's wrong. Here, if they sent you a wrong one, sometimes they will tell you to keep it and will
yeah,
send you a new one.
I've had that a couple times.
Nah,
Because the shipping charges cost them more than the product is worth. If it's just a cheap item, yeah.
it's easy to know who made the mistake. That app doesn't lie. The app doesn't lie. True, Joe. I ordered a lot of Lazada just with my Gcash. Rarely had issue and occasionally wrong item sent. The seller just corrected and did not even requested the
Yeah. A lot of times they
faulty
don't even
item
request it
return.
back. In fact, a couple times when that first happened, I'd send a message and say, "Well, you got to give me an address to send this back to so you get it back." And then they say, "Just keep it, keep it."
And Lazada is often an good party as the middleman to resolve.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that it's a company. They want to keep having you buy stuff from them because they're making money every time you buy stuff. Let's see. Yeah. It's 2 iPads and ordering one, and then you get to keep one, or you get to keep both. That'd be good.
It's really nice to look at that the water is already clear now for
Yeah.
what you did, honey. Thank you so much, honey.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's really nice now that the water is not yellow anymore. It's easy to know who made the mistake. The app doesn't lie. True Jopa. I ordered. Okay, I read already this one. And Lazada is often reported in the middle to reserve. My friend in California ordered an iPad at Macy's. How did you read it?
Macy's.
They mistakenly sent her two. She called them, but that was told it's okay and just keep them. Wow. Never happened to me though. Most if time I get charged double for the price of one. Most of the time. You're not lucky, ate. The other one is lucky. They sent two instead of one. So you charge. Good for him, ate, not for you. So it's really good to look at the what our water now has. Even the when I wash some like glasses sometime before.
It's got the hard water out of it too, kind of.
Yeah.
It's good.
There's the salt water when you wash something after that and you didn't wipe after you washing.
Yeah,
There's a spots or something
that's-
mark or something.
that's the same as mineral deposit. Yeah.
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 Now doesn't have. I
Oh,
don't
good.
have any problem.
Yeah.
Thank you. So most of the time it charges double the price of one, but you can always dispute it. Oh, really?
Yeah, you can just with Amazon, you dispute the charge, But well, it's not really Amazon. I guess it's your credit card. Yeah, you dispute the charge on a credit card, and most all the time they always take your side. I don't think I've ever had one where a dispute. I had one when I did have one with Lazada. I bought a vacuum thing. No, it was a dryer. It was a dryer, one of these bag dryers where you
Oh yeah.
It's
I
got the
remember when we
little-
were in
it's got a
Parthenon.
little
Cebu. Yeah.
fan on it. And
Yeah.
it's got a bag. You put the clothes in it, and then the fan heats. It's like a hair dryer, but it doesn't look like a hair, just like a little straight thing. And the thing was broken,
Yeah.
and we didn't open the package up for like a week or so, and then it was
Yes,
after that
expired.
time. After that
Expired
time.
already.
So I said I wanted to send it back, and then they said they were refusing to take it back. But it was $10, so I just said
It was
just
a
forget
month
it. Just
before.
forget it. Yeah, just forget it.
But once I felt uncomfortable, ordered a lot of plants through Lazada. Plants through Lazada? Then the seller messaged me it was not allowed to sell and ship plants, so she would name it different. Really? I suddenly thought to know how a drug smuggler must feel. It's a kind of different story, huh? So, guys, thank you so much for my 9 million viewers in the house.
It's almost 11 o'clock already.
So
Time
just
flies
extend.
here.
Huh?
Now I understand how these other vloggers are on live streams for 3-4 hours at a time.
Yeah, because they're answering the.
Yeah, it's been
So-
2 hours here already, hasn't it? 11. Did you start at 9?
9.
Oh my god!
Because they're interacting, like
Wow.
it's nice to talk to. Like this is my I'm not friendly. I'm not a friendly person. So,
Yeah, I know.
but when I had this YouTube, I'm talkative
Very-
already.
You're very friendly.
No, now that I have YouTube, but I mean I don't have friends around. Like in the stores, they look everything now, even razors and nail polish
They log. Oh yeah.
removers. And if you want to buy those, you need to ask for an assistance from the employees. So I always joke that they lock. Huh?
Yeah, you go. I was in the States, in November. You go into a store, and they got a lot of stuff locked up. You have to go ask them. Like
Ah,
all your stuff for nail polish, all that kind of stuff.
why? Why did
Because
that?
people steal it. People
Ah.
come in and steal because they don't go after people for theft anymore. They
Mm.
just I guess they're just starting to now. They got different administration, but people go into like Home Depot and just throw
Sometimes I'm a
their
criminal.
their carts fill up with the battery powered tools,
Mm.
cordless tools. Just push them out.
Mm.
But yeah, you go into like a drugstore, like a CVS or kind of like the
Mercury.
and the cabinets have a lock on them. You have to go if you want like the razors or something. You have to go get them to open the locked
The
cabinet
locked.
to get it. Everything's locked up.
Those items are not the criminals. The Debbie said, because they lock up those items are not the criminals. It's a joke. I just like a lot of green in the house. Seems not a thing in PH. Green
Probably
plants.
plants, yeah.
Okay. Me too. To accumulate hour, I don't usually lasts for hours either. I'm busy at work and busy here at home. For you mean for the live stream, ate?
And the nails are already nailed in, the screws are already screwed in, so they won't steal them.
Why they? I'm kind of wondering why they locked in just to steal. Or I was thinking maybe they will use it as a tools for criminal thing
The what?
for the. But it's not it's right, so you cannot use it
What?
for just the reason to lock in those kind of stuff like
I still don't understand what you're saying. This is the
it
problem all the
doesn't
time.
matter.
I don't know what you're talking
Doesn't
about.
matter. Okay.
You wonder. No, it's
So,
either
like
locked.
for
They're
example,
locked. They're like how we have the lock underneath the dirty kitchen sink.
mm,
How we made that wire mesh,
mm,
and then we made it so you could put a lock on it.
mm,
That's what they're saying. All the stuff are behind. You can see it. It's either behind glass or it's behind a screen like that,
mm.
but you can't get it because you have to get somebody to open it. It's locked up. So they don't want because people just come in and steal it all the
Steal
time.
it all the
So,
time.
so now it's getting to where it's happening so often, they lock everything up.
The nails, the nails already nailed and screws already screwed in, so they won't steal. I used to be a security supervisor, and we were stationed at every door in Home Depot. People will just walk out with the tools that they stole. You can't go after them and just let them. Oh, really?
Yeah, because the store policy is they don't want to get anybody hurt. So these people have it puts the store in jeopardy because say that criminal, hurts that security guard that tried to stop them, or
Mhm.
even if the security guard hurt the criminal can come back and sue the security guard saying, "Well, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have hurt me. You didn't need to
Even
hurt
though
me."
he said,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The
"Oh
law
my
say it.
God."
So that's what I mean. In the states is there's so many things about the states. What's happened to the states? Gone wrong.
Yes, the live stream. Ah, okay, ate. They lock the products, not the criminals.
That's right.
They let
That's
them
good.
loose.
Good way to put it. Yeah, that they should be locking up the criminals, not their products.
The products. I remember lots of videos that we watched. Like there were some thief that they are like pulling back and forth,
See,
back and forth for the.
once the employees go after the criminals, they will get fired. Yeah.
Oh my God! Best is to just electricity. Best is to just electrify
Electrifying. Get
everything.
shocked.
Get shocked. Once the employees go after the thieves, they will get fired. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, because it's a policy because it puts the company at risk
Oh my
because
God.
of lawsuits in the states. Many lawsuits, if they can find a way to sue you, they will.
Do that with. Hala, hala, honey. Wait lang. Do that Where is it? Where am I? Do that with the security guards with their
Yeah,
shotguns. Ha ha
You
ha.
gotta plug your computer in.
Okay, I will take the charger.
That's
You
why-
read, honey.
That's why my husband wants to leave and retire in the Philippines. He wants to leave the United States of America. Well, that's what I did, but it took a long time to convince me. But my whole life was always the foreigners were preferred over the Americans.
It's
From
cold.
when I was in my 20s of trying to get into the plumbers union, when they were required to take a percentage of minorities that were representative of the United States, even though Utah there was like 1%, and so. But anyway, they took 30 minorities. It was because 30 of them were on the list before me. They were minorities. So I didn't get into the union for like 3 years because of that. And then like going back to college, all the minorities got waivers for school, grants and everything. I had to pay my own way.
Do that with the security guards with their shotguns. Ha ha ha. In PH, those security guards. What? I can't get it. Do that with the security guards with their shotguns. In PH, those security guards.
Yeah, I don't think that those security guards would shoot you, but they would maybe act like they were going to shoot you if you went out with some stealing stuff. I mean, have you ever heard of anybody stealing stuff from a store and then the security guards trying to stop them here in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would they shoot them?
No.
Oh,
But if they like.
But I mean, it's enough of a deterrent having the security guard with the shotgun right in front of the store. I don't know if that's usually just shotguns with the banks, I think. But in the stores, you've got the security guards. They're not going to let somebody just go and take stuff.
In the Philippines, is it?
Yeah, I was a non-Mormon in Utah. No, right? Actually, when I grew up in Utah, it was majority Mormon. I think it was told. It was like 60-40 Mormons to non-Mormons. Now now Mormons are a minority. I think it's probably more like just the opposite, 60-40 to non-Mormons, or maybe 70-30 non-Mormons.
That's why my husband wants to live and retire in the Philippines. He wants to leave the United States of America. In Utah, the only minority is not Mormon. Before, he didn't have any plans of retiring there, and I didn't want to discuss it with him. One day, he just told me that he's retired of living here and wants to retire there. It was
Tell you, it's different, but there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad things. But at least you don't feel like you're being looked over and putting all the benefits to the people that shouldn't be getting the benefits, like thieves and people that break the law. It's just I can feel what you're thinking when you're thinking about leaving. I always had this idea that I was going to go to Mexico, probably go down to Mexico and live, but somehow I ended up here.
It was unusual for me to see so many shotguns or even so many security guards in the Philippines. We don't have that in my country.
But almost every place you go out of the United States, almost everybody has armed security guards everywhere. So
Sorry.
I think it's much better to have armed security guards. It seems like people will obey the law more frequently in those. In the States, you don't have that. You wish there would be more people that had, armed that you could see that were in security positions. But there's too many lawsuits there. if some private security guard shot somebody, there'd be lawsuits all over. They would never do that.
In America, we used to drive to school with a shotgun mounted over the back window of the
Yeah,
pickup truck. In wood shop class, the first project we were taught was how to build
yeah,
a gun rack.
yeah.
What's a gun rack?
A gun rack was when you go home, you want to put your guns on a rack. So you had this nice little wooden
Ah,
rack
okay.
that could hang on the wall, or it was on a like a cabinet. And the
Mm.
guns would hang up on top, or you could put the guns vertical. There was all kinds of different ones you could make.
But as a couple, what do if one wants to leave the PH and the other does not?
Just come over to visit, come over for a vacation, and it might change your mind. Might change your mind that you don't want to come, and it might change your mind that you do want to come. It's not for everybody here. It is quite a bit different. It's there's a lot of things I'm sure you won't like, but to me, it's like I drive down the roads and just think how beautiful it is, and I can do it every day of the year. In Utah, it was like it was 6 months that was freezing freaking cold.
Why did you choose the Philippines to retire?
I didn't choose the Philippines. The Philippines chose me.
It's not the Debbie who's asking you a
Yeah,
question.
yeah. I came here just to wait till my condo was built in Mexico, and I met Eileen. I met a couple other women, a few other women. Um, just being here and enjoying how friendly everybody is outweighed all the negatives. It's just Mexico is a scary place if you go to the wrong place. You have to be careful. You have to stay in the areas that the expats are. But coming here, I didn't feel like that. So by the time I was here, I think it was probably 6 months. I was planning on staying. If the condo would ever be built in Mexico, I would probably just rent it out or just use it as a vacation home to go there maybe for a month out of every year and rent it out the rest of the time.
In the States, you don't need it because each police force is equipped like a small army. The Arlene, thank you. Keeping up. My husband is a client service manager in a security company now. The banks and the city bus have securities because of the crimes. I am from Manila and he saw how people drive there and the traffic. He doesn't want to live there.
Yeah, it's just there's only two places that have really bad traffic. That's Cebu and Manila, and it's bad traffic. But I hate to say it, you're always moving, and very seldom do you get stuck and you don't move for a while. It's just that a lot of times it's just like if you go to other cities like Dumaguete or something where they don't have traffic lights, the intersections everybody just meshes. But
Yeah, scattered.
you're moving. You're moving at
You're free.
you might be moving at a walking pace, but you're still moving. So it's not like you're getting so frustrated. Like in the States, you get stuck in traffic jam. You might sit in one spot for 30 minutes before you even move. That's what's terrible. But I've never been in, even in Cebu where we've been driving in traffic. It gets frustrating because it's just you want to get there quicker, but you're just not moving as fast.
You're lucky that you met the right woman. Oh, Char.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah. Albuquerque, they
I
have gunshot. What can you say? Sorry, honey.
I said I met a few other bad ones. That's why I said this was the good one. That's why I picked her. She's the good
Albuquerque, they have shotgun, have
detection.
gunshot detection devices. So when I gun goes off, the police are dispatched before a
Wow,
911 call
they
is
got that
done.
many gunshots that they need to do
Yeah,
that now. My
now they are
gosh.
deploying drones
Yeah.
when those detectors go off. Oh, in my country, only the criminals have guns. You won't see any weapons anywhere.
Yeah. Must be from the UK.
Yeah. He wants to live in Visayas, but told him I don't want to live where I don't understand their
Oh,
language.
there's more. There's if there's any country that you can move to where they speak English that you can get along with. The Philippines is one of them. You know, it's you don't need to know a different language. You can get by. I don't know any a different language,
Ah,
so I get by.
Netherlands. Netherlands. Dennis.
Oh, they're from Netherlands. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Dennis. I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah. But yeah, um, one of the reasons I don't want to learn the language is I might move, you know, from one part of the Philippines to another. I'm not planning on staying in one place for a long time. And they got different dialects. Once you learn one, then you got to learn a different one, even though they might be a little similar. I just,
You made a good decision, Jeff. Congratulations. Wow, it's hard.
yeah.
No guns in your country, Dennis. How on earth do people shut up your school?
Wonder if you keep
Theaters and concert
shoot up your
venues.
schools, theaters.
Shoot up your schools and venues.
Do they shoot
Yeah,
up your schools in the Netherlands? That feel only the criminals have guns. That's the problem with having guns allowed.
Netherlands. English is not my native language.
Yeah, I have the plumber's license. Yes, a master's plumber's license. That was probably my main work.
They don't joke pa. Mm. Hello, the famous. Good evening po. Good evening. Thank you for coming. Jeff is a plumber. You answered that already, yeah?
I guess I shouldn't say I am a plumber now because I gave up my plumbing license. I didn't want to keep in the states. You have to pay. Even now, you have to go back every year. You have to do continuing education things. So you have to sign up for some kind of online course or something, or you have to go visit some seminar or something. And it's not cheap. It's usually a few $100s every year. Like you might have to have so many credit hours, and to get the total credit hours, it might be like anywhere from like maybe $300 to $500, and then you have to pay for the license itself too, which is probably a couple hundred. So yeah, I gave that up.
I was being sarcastic about American wait, exceptions,
Talking about American,
exceptionalism, and the contrast to how messed up we actually are.
yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy how things changed so quickly.
Cool. This is the one that asked if you are a
Yeah,
plumber. Cool. So I think now it's hard to buy a gun here
where's here?
in New Mexico.
New
There
Mexico.
in New Mexico.
Yeah, well, in the states you have to have a background check, and every state's different, I think. Yeah, I grew up when the guns you could go out and buy guns anywhere. Most of my friends had guns. I don't think I ever had a friend that didn't have a gun and go deer hunting, or bird hunting or target practice. I've never owned a gun. Never wanted to own a gun. I think I was like 16 when I had a BB gun and was just taking pot shots at a bird in a tree, and actually hit the bird, and I killed the bird, and I felt so bad. I don't want to shoot guns anymore. But I have thought about it with the way things were going. I was thinking about going taking a course in gun safety and getting a gun, but I never did.
I have a gun, and we used to go to a shooting range there in Albuquerque. I had someone pointing a gun at me, and when I pressed the button, I think it was 4 times, and the whole police department was surrounding us. Gun is just not, huh? Gun is just not done in
In
my
your country.
country.
Mm.
It's not that hard at all, and even so, I could steal a few from my
Yeah.
neighbors, and they wouldn't even realize any were missing.
So he lives in the States, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the New Mexico.
We have to defend ourselves nowadays.
Yeah.
So funny, Jopa's message. It's not hard at all, and even so, I could steal a few from
Yeah.
my neighbors, and they wouldn't even realize
Yeah,
they
well,
were missing.
there was my neighbor in Utah when I lived in this little Carbon County area.
Mm.
I had a guy that bought one of my lots to build a house on because I was the developer then, and somebody was asking me how many guns does your people around? I said, oh, most people around me probably have a few guns. Well, I asked my friend, my neighbor, how many guns he had, and he said, I'd have to get back to you on that. And then about a little time later, he came back and says, well, between me and my dad, we got 71 guns.
Wow.
So that's the kind of way it is. And I think, and then I asked the guy I worked with, I think he said he had like a couple dozen guns. So uh, it's really strange. Out in the West, in the U.S., a lot of people like guns.
Every time I go to somewhere, everywhere, I always look around. You wouldn't know if somebody following you and abduct you. I had to train for 2 weeks at Marine Corps boot camp before I could ever put a round in a rifle. Here, 18-year-old kids who play Xbox can walk into gun store and buy a weapon of war. What does it mean, Ani?
You can buy a gun. You can buy a machine gun.
Machine gun? Oh,
A
really? It's
weapon of
not
war.
that hard.
Weapon of war is just an AK. I don't even know. M16 or probably I think is the M16 is the gun they get in the military.
So
So
it's not hard to buy a gun there? Like
no, it's not hard. You just have to fill out a form that says you get the
for
background check. But
for
yeah,
protection,
I
something
think
like
I,
that.
I
That
think I think there's a way to buy them, but mostly I think you just have to wait 24 hours for a background check.
mm. And lock the car doors as soon as I get in the car.
Yeah. Well, that came about, when they had the automatic door locks, was there were so many people that were in the big cities that would stop at a stoplight or a signal in an
Mhm.
intersection, and people would open the doors and steal their purses or rob them of their wallets and stuff. So that I think that was kind of put through as really quick because it was a way to keep these burglaries or these thefts of people that are stopped at a stoplight. You're stopped at an intersection at a stoplight, you can't go, so you're kind of stuck there.
I had work that could get me exposed in dangerous situations, but always had a short line with police. When they hear gun, they take it serious. Oh my god, that's a lot of guns.
Yeah,
Don't you tell me?
yeah.
How you
They collect them. They collect them. It's like
collection of
yeah.
guns. Have you seen these idiots on Paseo del Norte shooting at cars cause somebody was driving too
Yeah.
slow or cut them off? Yet somehow guns makes us safer is the biggest lie the media tells us.
Well, that's they're going to have guns whether guns are okay or not in your country. The criminals will have the guns. You know, there's always a way criminals can get guns. It's um, I have no problem with people having guns as long as they know how to handle them. If you have a concealed permit in the states, that that's probably the best way to solve the problem of people with guns doing bad things. Because there's a saying: the only way you can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun.
They can buy guns from Amazon. They can buy guns from Amazon, Ate Debbie said.
I don't know if you can do that. I'm not sure you can buy a gun from Amazon. Maybe you can, but I always thought you had to have a background check. I don't know if you can do that online or not.
I
I think
don't
they,
live there. My husband used to when he gets to work, but Paseo del Norte is too dangerous, so he now drives the freeway.
well, there was a few years ago. There was a place I can't. don't think it was in the South, but there were some people taking pot shots at these people that were driving down this highway, and so they would killed a couple people just shooting them as they were driving. So people got scared. They were trying to find this person or persons that were killing these people as they were driving by, just randomly shooting at cars, which was not good.
Actually, it's not the guns, it's the people. It's dangerous. Maybe.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
it's like.
yeah, that's a you always hear about you know it was a it was an SUV that was ran over some people. It wasn't the SUV; it was the person driving the SUV, or it was another AK-47 or something. Was it was the reason somebody got shot, or somebody got shot with another rifle or an AK-47 or M16. Or what do they call them? Assault rifles. Oh yeah, another kid was killed with an assault rifle. It's not the assault rifle; it's the guy that pulled the trigger on the assault rifle. They need to start. It would be good if they would, you know, um, go after the people that use the gun in the wrong way, rather than just blame the guns and then say, okay, nobody can have a gun because some criminal did something bad with the gun.
Just out of curiosity, when Australia banned guns after their horrible mass shooting, how many of their bad guys still have guns?
Let's see if I can make these letters bigger. Okay. I can't see.
You answer this one, Yanni. Just
Yeah.
out.
I think the U.S. is
Joe
too
Pes
proud
asking.
to get rid of
This one.
guns. When
Joe Pes
Australia banned
Lomas.
guns after their horrible mass shooting, how many of their bad guys still have guns? Probably all of them.
To be honest, I think the USA is too proud to get rid of guns, but in my opinion, better to make effort, make a country free of weapons. But that's not their mindset.
I don't
Too
think
proud.
I think they want to. It's not that they want to get rid of guns. They want to control. They want to have the control over people and tell them what they can and can't do. The the whole thing about our Constitution is the right to bear arms. So, and it's not to bear arms from criminals; it's to bear arms from your government. So, I don't think that'll ever be. I don't think it's that they're too proud. They're proud. They're too proud. They want to show they're so proud to have guns. They'll always have them.
It seems from 17th century England's rule of the colonies, but now the Second Amendment is like a religious passage. That's exactly what I meant, Chopa. I saw on TV these kids are throwing a big rocks to every
Oh,
cars
yeah, they did
that
that
drove
too.
by.
Yeah,
One big rock hit her
yeah,
windshield, then it hit her on the head and threw her off the road
yeah,
and was killed.
yeah.
I agree, Denny. 6-year-old school children shouldn't have to pass through metal detectors
Yeah,
to go to school,
yeah. And the thing
all
is,
because somebody want to
you
own
know,
guns.
the only thing they got to do is put some armed security guard at the school. That would stop that. But they won't do that because they don't want to have the kids look at the guns. They don't want to have the kids have to walk through by a guard that has a gun. It's an easy thing to solve. Some schools, I think Utah is one of them, where they allow the teachers to have uh, concealed carry permits, so the teachers can bring a gun.
Teachers?
Yeah, the teachers can have a
Mm.
concealed gun on their possession. In fact, most of my friends that I worked around before I came to the Philippines, I think probably the majority of them had a concealed weapon. I just never knew it. You know, I mean, I didn't want to know it. I just knew that there was enough people that had concealed weapons that if something ever happened around me, they or the area I lived, you know, it would be taken care of.
Chin
So
chin. Chin chin. I cannot imagine having schools in my country to have metal detectors or even have guards.
well, it's because these kids watching these games, these Call of Duty or whatever, and shoot 'em up games, where they're just they're doing unbelievable things on these games that's getting so realistic, and so they're getting desensitized with killing people. When you see a game on a PC, what is it called, a PS2 or whatever game, where they shoot somebody and their head falls off or their arm blows off or their guts come out. And it might be like cartoonish to a lot of people, but kids see this all the time, and then they come out and they want to just act it out. They get mad. They think the best way they can do is just shoot people up. And then a lot of them, like Columbine, when it happened in Columbine, the kids talked about having their names. They would be famous, so they wanted their names to be blasted all over the TV.
Internet.
So, yeah,
Right to bear arms so as to form as well-rounded militia.
hmm
Written when the USA had no standing army or navy, and now we have the most powerful military in the history of the world, so we have no chance.
yeah. But you can go down fighting.
When I was in the school, we always have the security guards. They check everybody before they can go in.
Yeah.
What school you studied at? In Manila? I think you have a very nice school. So exclusive school, maybe you are exclusive, but in public we don't have any police there. No, but nowadays they have assigned police officers in all of the school area here. But before there's no nothing, security guards, nothing, police, nothing. Now also traffic enforcers. There are lots of traffic enforcers already scattered in all of the schools. Yeah, it's an exclusive school at the. I know that there is security guard, there are police, so that's I think a expensive school. But nowadays, even in public schools, they have already police, they have traffic enforcers in front of the schools. Before nothing, no. There's no security guard too. Yeah, and then they take the guns from their parents and go shoot other kids. The future Americans will look back at this time and wonder why we were so barbaric and mindless.
Yeah. Well, one of the problems is that we're decriminalizing criminals. Now people can go shoot people up, and they go into jail, and then somebody lets them out because they don't want to make them feel bad. So until we start making criminals, responsible, it's going to get worse. But that's a big problem because a lot of parents have kids. I mean, kids that know where their guns are, and they go take their guns and steal them and go shoot things up. The parents, even know that they got a troubled kid, but they don't want to do anything. So
In Manila, Maylin. Probably ate in Manila because it's in Manila. But in the province, I
mhm.
never experienced a security guard in my
Now,
school.
why would the last person you want to have carrying a gun as a music or reading teacher at the local school? Well, they wouldn't want to have them. It would be their choice. Wouldn't you want them to have a choice if they were competent uh, firearm owner, and they could handle a gun? Wouldn't that be good, great if there was a kids going in and shooting up the school to have somebody in that school that could fire back? The few places that they've had the school shootings that didn't go out of hand was when there was somebody in the school that could take them out before they could do the damage. My opinion on it. Should be arguing about things like this.
The last person I want carrying a gun is the music reading teacher at local school. I always tell my husband to be careful and not to get mad when he's driving because you won't know if they get mad and just shoot. Ooh, that's scary. Yeah, because maybe they have guns at in their car. Our school have a principal with a broomstick. broomstick. Our school principal with a broomstick. No, I was just a product of public school. I only went to private school when I went to college. Yeah, because in Manila, ate, the big schools, they have the guard, but here in the province, they don't have guards. I never experienced to have a guard in my school during my elementary, college. Also, yeah, we don't have. So people are nuts. There's no training requirement to buy or shoot a gun. That's the problem. So yeah, but here in the Philippines, I don't think so. Before you can buy a gun, you have. I think we just have to learn the USA and never normalize guns. So we never weaponize anyone for protection. Honey, look, oh, Ate Debbie said, I always tell my husband to be careful and not to get mad when he's driving because you won't know if they get mad and
Oh,
just shoot
yeah. There's a lot of
people.
road rage in the U.S.
Oh
where
my God.
the guys
People
get
are
mad at you.
nuts. There is no training requirement to buy or shoot a gun. That's the problem. I think we just have to learn from the USA and never normalize guns so we never weaponize anyone for protection.
Well, there's no training to buy a gun unless you're too young. If you're young, you gotta go to uh, firearm training. But if you want to get a concealed carry permit, yes, you have to you go through a course of be trained on how to handle a concealed weapon.
Our school principal too, she will just stand by the gate and we all shaking because we didn't want to be called in her office. Everybody connects all the dots except the very last one, which is guns are the problem. And many of the problems would go away without them. Not overnight, but over time.
Yeah, but how are you going to get rid of all the guns? There's always going to be guns. You can't get rid of all the guns. That's something. And if it wasn't guns, it would be something else. There's always going to be some crazy person that's going to want to cause damage. If it's not guns, they'll just get some gunpowder. They'll make a bomb. You heard of pipe bombs. There's plenty of those around. And if it's not that, there's knives. People get killed by knives. There's always a crazy person.
Instead, gun violence is increasing.
Yeah, but why is it increasing? It's increasing because you've got people that are put in jail because of violence, and then they let them out because they don't want to have you in the jails. We let people from prisons in other countries just come into the country. We let hundreds, thousands of them come in. Now they're here. Now what are you going to do? They're crazy people.
Sorry.
It's the people. It's not the guns. Another my opinion thing.
it's, it's your opinion, huh?
Yeah, it's just my opinion.
So, guys, 7 million viewers in the house. Jeff, you are cherry picking NRA talking points.
Now, I have no clue what NRA means. That's in my honest opinion. I don't have anything about NRA. I don't read the NRA. I don't do anything about it. Like I said, I've never owned a gun. Never wanted to own a gun.
Shift your paradigm, grow and expand your intellect. You can do better.
I
What's
think
that
that's
NRA,
a
honey?
National Riflemen's Association.
Oh.
But I think the idea is just too different. Yeah, I think it's the person with the gun that's at fault. You're thinking it's the gun that's at fault. just like the people that say it's the SUV that killed somebody on the road or caused the problem, or the SUV is causing the problem with the air pollution. It's not that. It's the person driving the SUV. It's the person making the rules for air pollution.
Mm. So 7 minutes.
That might, like I said, I don't want to get involved in the the discussion on which is best. I just live by what's out there. So one of the good reasons to be over here too, I feel much safer here than in the U.S. I feel much safer than in Mexico. I felt safer in Mexico than I did in the U.S. So um, here, I don't even know what the gun laws are here. I just know that the security guards have guns. And I like to see that. I actually liked it in Mexico when I saw all the people at the banks have guns there too. Um, I didn't mind seeing the military riding around in the back of the pickup trucks in Mexico. Um, I get scared when I don't see anybody with firearms because I know the people that are going to do bad stuff have the firearms.
No, I also think it's the person who is the problem handling. That's why it should be banned and not normalize it.
Yeah,
You-
but the problem is not everybody is going to follow the rules. If you ban guns, well, does that mean the criminals are going to say, okay, well, I guess I can't have my gun anymore? That's the whole point. Is like the criminals they don't follow the laws. It doesn't matter what laws you make. The criminals are always going to have guns or something else. If you were able to somehow get rid of all the guns, there'd still be something. I know my friends in Utah. If you tried to take their guns, they died before you took their guns. That's how strong they feel about gun rights. There's nobody that's going to take the guns away from those people. No way. They'll go down fighting.
And to think the person has a problem handling, okay. Even if they will restrict the people from buying guns, they can always buy from the streets. Same thing with drugs.
Yeah.
Greatest country in the world put a man on the moon, but can't get rid of guns.
Nobody said they wanted to.
That's very lazy thinking. We can never make people wear seatbelts. Too many bars. We can't do anything about what's DON?
Driving under the influence,
Driving under the
driving
influence.
drunk.
Okay. Yes, but that usually stays at an inner circle, Joe. That's what prisons are for, to put people in who break the laws. I think they should go under psychiatric evaluation before
Yeah.
they can buy a gun.
There's always going to be people with problems. There's people that go under psychiatric evaluation. Maybe they might pass that, and then they get radicalized by somebody. You know, it's just you. There's always going to be people that do bad things. It's just you should have some protection. I think I really feel like the school thing is that can be solved so easily. You're never going to take the guns away from these radicalized kids that want to go in there and just make a name for themselves or get mad at somebody, want to go take it out on their fellow students or teachers. They should just there should be somebody there that can fight against them with the same force, meaning having somebody in there with a weapon. So
In my country, we just say criminals shoot criminals. In Sukor,
criminals shoot criminals.
Sukor. What's Sukor?
Shoot. Shoot, is that what you're reading?
No, this one. In Sukor, the
In
cops
Sikor,
don't-
the cops don't have guns, they only have batons, but the criminals have guns. Yeah, that's the thing. Criminals will always have guns. That's kind of like a pie in the sky dream to be able to just take away all the guns, and it will never happen. You have to have reality. There'll always be guns. Especially when you can take away all the guns in your military, you're going to take their guns away too.
Let's start with banning armor piercing bullets.
Mhm.
100 round magazines, and semi automatic high powered rifles that aren't used for hunting or home defense.
Well, they pretty much have done that. They've banned those. You're not able to have those, but you have the private, arms salesman. That you have the gun shows and stuff where you can buy all that kind of stuff.
South Korea.
But when have you heard of anybody uh, doing all these school shootings and stuff using that kind of stuff? There's been that one in, I think the two guys in California, was it 10 years ago or so, that had all the armor, uh, bulletproof armor on, and they were just shooting everybody up. And there was all the police force trying to shoot them, but they could never take them down because they would have to hit him in the head, but they were taking all these bullets and still shooting. Yeah. It's just weird the way it is. Things that just kind of, to me, it's more. I think too many people get away with doing criminal acts and never being prosecuted, never being held accountable.
Criminals don't slaughter school children in the classroom. That's done by troubled teens with access to as many guns as they want.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. By banning guns doesn't mean they aren't going to be able to get them.
Why I'll never go back home. It's
Yeah, that's what we were watching the other day. We watching.
We'll never go back home. He said.
Yeah, we're watching
about
these videos we've been watching. Kind of like what you're asking why I came here and stuff. There's so many videos on now.
Yeah, YouTubers and stuff.
Why they're making, when the YouTube got some topic comes up, and you notice that all the other YouTubers
the same
do
topic.
the same topic.
Yeah.
So now the topic of the week is why I'll never go
Why
back
never
to
go back.
to the States or the UK or Australia.
And then some of the YouTubers also
And it's not just the Philippines; it's the Philippines and Vietnam,
Southeast Asia,
Cambodia, Thailand, and Malaysia, all those. Yeah, so that's what.
My wife and I probably the only people in this chat who qualified expert with a gun in the military, and we don't own or feel we need to own a gun
Yeah.
to be protected.
But don't you feel like you would feel safe if you had somebody with a concealed carry permit close by? If somebody started pulling out a gun and just shooting people arbitrarily and killing them, like a shooting, wouldn't you feel better if somebody had something like that? And not that you'd feel like you'd have one. It'd just be nice to have somebody that has responsibility that knew how to handle a gun. There in Utah, there's a place called Trolley Square where the guys came out with a gun, was starting to shoot up everybody, and just so happened that there was a guy that had a concealed weapon permit and shot him dead, and he only shot 2 people, but he could have shot hundreds of people. It's like a mall, but it was because there was somebody there that was responsible with a gun. So to me, that's what I like. I like to see that you don't like I said, I think beginning, the only person that can take a bad guy out with a gun is a good guy out with a gun. And my opinion only. My opinion. Well, I don't want to argue. I don't have a gun, and I'm here in the Philippines. I like it here.
So it's been 2 hours and 48 minutes.
Let's see, what do we start now?
No, I had the type of work that could become risky, and I refused guns. That's for the police, and they were 5 minutes away at maximum always. So we'll just finish it in 5 minutes, honey.
Yeah, I think 5 minutes is too far away. That's why I would feel safe if there was somebody in eyeshot that had a concealed weapon at all times around me. I would like that. is if anything happened like there's like the shootings, the people that just go out and just do the senseless shooting of people. Even in New York, you see the people walk down the street and somebody just takes a knife and just stabs them as they're walking by, or that poor woman on the bus, where the guy behind her just reaches around and cuts her throat. I just kind of like, oh, how can the world's gone crazy? You have too many people with mental issues that, like you say, you should have a mental evaluation, psychiatric evaluation.
I don't like guns either, but nowadays we need to protect ourselves. Home invasion are rampant. By the time the cops get there,
Oh
here,
yeah,
we're probably dead.
yeah. The cops don't even want to come out on anything that's not serious anymore. And then you see if there's a anything that's like a shooting somewhere. If somebody gets shot, you ever see it in the states now? They got 100 police cars at the house. And, but if you got your house is burglarized or they come in, they aren't going to come unless somebody's dead. Then take they'll come right away. But if it's just like a robbery or something, they'll be there in about an hour.
A bullet is faster than 5 minutes, but an armed guy is no threat to a criminal with a gun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will make it 10 minutes more. Okay?
10 minutes. 10
10
minutes.
minutes more. And that's the point. Our kids are even. I just don't have access to get a gun. I remember my father has a gun, and then we were trying to. In the Philippines, we used to burn the the garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried to burn a garbage at the back of our house, and then I didn't notice that my father's small gun like this
Oh, it was in the
was
fire.
there in the fire.
Oh. Did your mother get upset?
Yeah, of course. What did you do?
How did the gun get in the garbage?
Garbage, because it was it was
Hidden
hidden.
behind the garbage can?
Yeah, it was hidden under the bag thing. So
Oh,
my husband, where am I now? That's the point where vengeance and real taxes. My husband's best friend was a cab driver in Albuquerque. As soon as the passenger went in, he slashed his neck, left the body in the parking lot, and took off with his cab.
geez. Yeah. There's risk in it. Just getting up in the morning, you never know what can happen. You know, I look at myself as being 70 years old and thinking I've been lucky through my life. I've been able to stay alive. A lot of my friends that I went to high school with are no longer with us. Just you think you're lucky stars that you're still alive after so many years because of all the things that could happen to you, and especially having something like that, something so terrible, somebody just shoot you or knife you or you know. Uh,
In the Philippines, it's very rare that they will do something to you when
Well,
you don't have.
well, I was here for like 3 months, and after 3 months, I was driving in a car with a bunch of other people. I was driving the truck back from Cebu to Dumaguete, and on the way back, in Cebu, we came up traffic was slowed down. There was a motorcycle that was
Sorry.
laying on the ground,
Hmm?
and there was a guy laying down next to it with half his head away.
Ooh.
Because what we heard later on, this guy had made somebody upset or he owed money or something.
Mm.
But somebody else came up behind him on a motorcycle,
Mm.
put a gun to the back of his head and blew half his head off. And he's laying down on the ground with half his brains out all over the ground.
Ooh.
So, that didn't make me feel so safe in the Philippines. But, I've heard this happen a few times. People just, gets in trouble with bad people, I guess. And so it happens everywhere in the Philippines, in the States, everywhere.
My husband's friend. Okay. It's scary out there. Neighbor school shoots a neighbor over a tree dispute. guys shoot wife over an argument and I'm not walking the streets at midnight, so I'm not worried about them. It's the lunatic with no record. Criminals with gun aren't the problem. Crazy people with guns are. He was married to a Filipina and his wife just gave birth. Oh, was married to a Filipina and he just gave, and his wife gave birth a month ago to the second son. Oh, ate. That's so sad. It's very sad, Debbie. Maybe you've seen that in the news. You seen it in the news. So it's just lately, ate, happens.
I was in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. My husband was interviewed by the local news. It happened 2017. They were friends since he was 10. Grew up in California, CA. I think the Philippines, the children will be shaken up already when mom comes out with her flip flops on her hands. Because they will spunk
Oh, that's fine.
with the flip flops. It's funny. Yeah, but nowadays, Dennis, even the parents are not allowed already to hurt their children because there's already what you call child abuse.
Yeah,
Before even the teacher, the eraser, do you know the eraser, board eraser?
yeah, they smack your kids with them.
No, the teacher here in the Philippines, they will throw the eraser at you if you're not listening to them.
Yeah.
Do you have that one in the US?
Well, I had a teacher
not
that
allowed, yeah?
teacher-
911 will...
No, we had
911.
teachers. We had teachers. I had a teacher that he had clay balls, and he'd make these little clay balls, and he'd see you sleep, and he'd just throw it right at you.
Here, chalk
never hurt you, but he'd wake you up.
the chalk and erasers here, it always, So, okay, it happens in the Smith parking lot west side.
It happened in the Smith's parking lot west side. Oh.
Hi, Chin. Mag-end na ako. 4 minutes more. 4 minutes more. I didn't, Debbie. When I did that happen, I just had a good friend whose son killed himself with a handgun. We had a cousin who was in the Air Force in Utah who was killed through living room wall. Oh. The killer only got 11 years and will be out soon. So only for prison only for 11 years.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I had to dodge a lot of those chalks and erasers when I was young. So I thought it was only in the Philippines. He was in the living room and the roommate was showing off an AK-47 in the bedroom and it went off and killed him. Oh. Young boy serving his country asleep on the couch. Oh my god. I remember that, Mylene. The teachers will just throw something at the students, most of the time the erasers. But when I was a teacher, I never did that. Because Ate Debbie was a teacher. Yeah, the eraser always fly out there. So guys, 3 minutes more, I will end my live stream. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Especially at the Debbie, Jopa, Dennis, Mom Chin Chin, and Sis Arlene, Sis Irene, Ate Arlene, and everybody else here. Sir Bill, sorry. Google Joshua Agaran in Albuquerque. Google Joshua Agaran. Aragon. Joshua Agaran. I remember the Agaran. What do you call it? Carinderia.
Yeah.
Aragon.
Agaran.
Aragon. But that was at the times when the teacher was still smoking big cigars or a pipe in front of the class. Tobacco. We call it here tobacco.
Mhm.
The big one. So that was the tobacco. So guys, thank you so much po. To 1 minute more. I'll close it in. 3 hours. So I didn't notice that we've been talking here for 3 hours.
Yeah, the last hour went by fast, didn't it? My gosh.
So anyways, guys, thank you for coming. And what else here? I would like to thank all of them here. Today, be as usual. Thank you so much po. And Bill, everybody here. Jopa, thank you so much. Faru, thank you. And Kuya Ao, everybody here. And to everybody here. Okay, Jeff and Mylene, you have a good night. We'll check Rodi's live stream. Got a notification a while back. Oh yeah, she has live stream ate. Okay, I will go there also. Oh, we have the same time ate, 9 o'clock, I think. Because it was 7:30, I was waiting. But then seems like she changed the schedule, and then we have already the same schedule. I'm just glad I still have had experience that youth as I had. Yeah. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming to my live stream. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you and good night. God bless us
We'll
all.
swing.
Thank you po. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right, you have a good night, both and everyone in chat. Thank you, bestie. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Good night, and God bless us all. Bye po. Say bye-bye, honey.
Bye bye, honey.